again.
Try it again.
again.
I just redid it. It was like logged into Facebook for some reason, but I don't know why it's not going live
These
now.
guys are professional.
Super pro.
Used to be. Semi-retired professionals.
At
Desert Bells.
Desert Bulls.
At first, I thought you spelled dessert bells. Oh yeah, we're live.
Did it work on that?
Okay, yeah, I got to turn it all the way down. There we go. Okay.
Okay, why is it not live?
Ooh la la. All right, so we have sound. We have the chat.
We do. I don't know if people can see us because I can't. Did it show on yours though? The video?
I'm trying.
Yeah, I see the video.
Maybe I need to.
It's red. It's recording
Oh,
Hey.
just that one though.
right now. Yeah.
Oh, because
He'll flop it around, and then when
Okay.
you see the thing, we put tape over the lights.
There we go. Now I got it. Yeah, so it's not all annoying.
Wow.
That's intimidating.
Oh yeah, it says live. Oh,
Hi y'all.
it's me.
All right. And we're almost ready. Holy crap.
Oops. Loud noises.
Be quiet, Alice.
You can't take me anywhere. Fire.
All right. Y'all good?
Good. Chilling.
Chilling. Let me do a real quick one so everybody knows we're live actually this time.
Okay.
I don't think we can do this. We're just gonna be laughing the whole time.
This is
Perfect.
us.
What's the rally gonna be like? Like this?
All right,
What's it gonna be like to be
I pinned the message
live?
and it says, we have the Desert Bells with us tonight. They're competing in this year's Rebel Rally. Ask questions in the comments.
Sweet.
So there we go.
Everybody know we're going live here. Let me just do a quick tag.
I think Norm knows we're live because he just texted
a lot of people
Me
do.
too.
Yeah,
What, I
Jason, Jason was like, "When are you going live?" I'm like, "I have no idea."
7:20.
Right.
A little late.
Approximately 50 minutes past the previous.
We only had
That's why I
one
didn't
beer at the Mason jar.
Yeah,
I did.
one. I actually didn't even finish one.
You didn't even finish it.
No.
Yeah,
That's what's
and that
up.
doesn't count. That's the.
And
yeah,
you
that's
finishing
not-
it does not count.
Yeah.
So you had one beer.
Yeah. Oh, great.
This is fantastic.
All right.
Oh, we already have a... Oh, me too.
B2 moment.
What?
I can't pronounce this. It's IKIPCHAR.
I'm trying to. I'm gonna try it.
I
Me
need
too.
something to write that down on. What?
Yeah. All right. All right, let's get
Are we ready?
going. Let's rock and roll, baby.
All right. I'll give her a little intro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we need some hard to heavy metal intro. We don't, but
I don't know. I don't have any.
Jason needs to be here for that.
yeah. Hell yeah, brother. Welcome to the Average Overlanders podcast. Tonight we have the Desert Bells. Yeah. Send your questions. Don't forget to tip your waitresses. Oh, wait.
Coming to the stage. Shit.
Dude, I was rolling right there, dude. Come on.
on.
I hope you're recording this shit.
I'm always recording.
Yeah.
I got bloopers for days.
He says he is.
Oh, it's Norm's wife, Laura. That's who's the IKIPCHAR.
Yay!
Norm's wife. Hello, Norm's wife.
How's the name been? No.
All right.
Are you ready?
I've been ready.
All right.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. All right. Welcome back, everybody, to the Average Overlanders podcast. I am Jared,
And I'm Ben.
and tonight we got two lovely ladies with us. We have the Desert Bells.
Yeah. Where's the applause?
Wait, is this button?
There you go.
I did it right.
He guessed right. Welcome. Thanks for making the drive all the way from the high desert.
Man, it was so hard to sit in that passenger seat.
How'd you think I felt as a driver? All the
Yeah.
armor on the Bronco.
Right.
Ram.
Oh, you guys drove the Bronco all the way out?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even get to walk outside and say
It's
hello.
out there.
All right,
yeah.
all right.
Betty's out there. She's kind of sad. She can't be in here.
I know.
It might be a little tight fit.
Yeah,
Heard that there's roof access.
there used to be.
There used to be. I patched it, unfortunately. Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for joining us, and thanks for seriously making the drive all the way down here. We've been wanting to have you ladies on for a while, and you're literally like 1 month away from the Rebel Rally.
Oh, we're less than. Yeah, last weekend we were sitting in a training and everyone kept saying 30 days.
It's coming
And I was like, no, we are just over 30 days. Everything's totally fine. And then we came here and now we're sitting here and no, we are less than 30 days, not just to getting up to Mammoth where we're going to start, but less than 30 days to the actual start of the rally.
Down the wire.
You excited?
So excited. It's going to be a good time.
So stoked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excited, nervous, all the above. Yeah.
All the emotions.
All the feels.
Yeah. Until day of where you're sitting in the cockpit ready to go, Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And you guys so when did you guys start doing like training and all that kind of stuff for it, like ramping up for it? Because we're in October is when the
What's
it'll
today's
start.
date?
I don't even know what date it is. We're in September, right?
The 13th.
13. Oh, it's Friday the 13th.
Oh shit!
I remember seeing that date on my calendar, like podcast, Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's gonna
scary.
go perfect. Yeah.
It's like nothing could ever go wrong.
Nothing.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So yeah, it starts in October, and then how many like much time have you guys given yourself to like prep and do all that kind of fun stuff?
Pretty much as soon as we teamed up, we started practicing. It was January.
Okay.
So we went on a camping trip for New Year's, which Ben, you were actually there for that one as well. We went up to Death Valley area
Okay.
and did a whole trip. And at this point, I had known Kristen was interested in looking for a new teammate. And I had heard a little birdie had maybe told me that there was interest in having me be that person. So I tried to be on my best behavior.
Here's what really happened, okay? Kristen wanted me to give you a little note that says,
Slipping it in.
do you like me?
circle?
And circle yes or no. And I was like, handing it.
Big hearts over
Yes.
the yes.
Yeah.
That was a good trip. It really was a memorable trip. And honestly, Kristen's parents came too. And her dad is like what do you call him? He's like the guy. He's like tour guide. He's got that voice
But
on
he
the
was
radio.
also literally like fixing his hatchet like next to the fire. Like he was doing a whole whittling project. Like
Oh, rad.
kids
He was
next to
fixing-
him,
yeah.
and I don't.
Yeah, he was fixing his hammer or
Yeah,
the handle.
hammer. Yeah.
He was
Oh, I
whittling-
remember
The
that.
top of it. Yeah.
He was whittling it down, and we're like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Just fixing stuff."
Yeah.
Hey, fixing your own tools. Pretty outdoorsy guy. Yeah.
Yeah, like the hatchet head came off or something, and he had to smash it back
Yeah.
on or something. The hammer, I
Well,
can't remember.
Yeah, well, my dad is the reason why I'm so outdoorsy. Like,
Oh.
Yeah.
grew up in the backseat of his Jeep. We went camping with the fire department,
Oh, was he at the fire department?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's a retired
Wilderness.
battalion chief.
Oh, okay.
For the San Diego area.
Oh, yeah. He was probably pretty busy.
Yeah.
Everyone's busy right
Yeah,
now.
right now in California in general.
He's retired now.
But yeah.
But yes, he was.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, so you got you basically grew up in the back of a Jeep, but now all you do is ride in Toyotas and Fords. What's going on? Does he have a problem with that?
It was a little bumpy back there. And
Yeah?
Jason said, IFS is more comfortable. So
He's like, so I have this 3-link coming out.
Yeah. That's how you got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's awesome. So you guys are, less than a month away.
yeah.
Totally excited. Started training in January. What have you done? Like, my whole thing is I wanted to ask you about training.
Yeah.
I see your posts. How do you determine where you're training, what you're going to do, and then, what's the outcome? Do you guys get scores based off this? In training? Because I know you get scored in the real game.
Are you guys that hard on yourselves where you're giving yourselves point systems leading up to it, actual objectives, or are you just going out I'm just going to drive around for it? Yeah, honey, I'm going training this weekend, and we're just going to go bop around in the desert.
Yeah.
So luckily, because we're so close to each other,
Yeah, that works out
we live
nice.
very close. We're like 15 minutes from driveway to driveway, and
Oh,
I
nice.
have the option of doing pavement or dirt for those 15 minutes. So that's pretty awesome. But yeah, so far we've kind of been sticking to our training areas are going to be in the areas that we already have a course. Because to try to explain to someone how to drop coordinates for areas for a checkpoint, like trying to explain what we're looking for in a checkpoint, what we're trying to do to get to there. There's a lot of work that the rally puts in to create these courses.
Yeah,
So
they're not just
we've-
randomly dropping flags out in the middle of nowhere.
They
Yeah.
pre-run all of it.
Yeah. So we've kind of been going back on previous years. I think we've only done last year's stuff so
Yeah.
far for training this year.
Yeah. Shout out to Nancy. She
Yes.
has sent us all the maps from last year.
Oh, rad.
And the
And-
checkpoint guides, all the coordinates. So we have been
Scoring.
using that. Yeah, and the scoring. Yeah, she's been great.
Yeah, that's helpful.
So she was in the rally last year with me on my rookie year, and she offered like, "Hey, like I'll scan these maps and these CP guides." And Allison wasn't participating last year, so it's a great practice run. She's not familiar with any of the checkpoints.
Yeah, how they operate and everything like
Yeah,
that.
so it's been great.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Is it pretty similar, like the course this year? Because like last year was Mammoth to Glamis, basically. And then are they doing the same starting and ending point this year?
Same start point, different finish.
Oh.
We're actually finishing in our hometown.
Oh, for real?
The finish is in Joshua Tree / Blue Soren area. We don't have the
Yeah,
coordinates.
obviously the exact.
not Johnson Valley.
Yeah.
That is very.
Yeah.
You have to
Yeah.
go through Johnson Valley, though.
It's adjacent too.
Dude.
Oh yeah, I'm sure
not
we'll have some.
They always
Well-
keep it a mystery,
Yeah.
Very mysterious.
Down back door, right? That's or Chocolate Thunder. You guys
It's-
gonna do
Yeah.
that?
Of course.
Funny that you mentioned that.
That part of your training?
It was during a training.
claw.
We were out going around, and I wasn't necessarily paying attention like too much to necessarily trying to think of like KOH obstacles. When we're doing training, I very much try and act like even if I know an area, I take everything that's in my brain and I throw it out. This is a brand new spot for me. Everything is fresh in my brain. So I'm drawing a brand new map in my brain of where I'm navigating us to these different locations. So we get up on this one spot, and it's like our second day of collecting the checkpoints in this area, and we're going up and around, and I'm like, okay, well, it looks like, the next checkpoint is just right on the other side of this mountain. So, we can either kind of go this way. It looks like I at least see tire tracks that way. I don't know what it's going to be. Or we can kind of go around this way and approach it from this different direction. And she's like, well, we're definitely going to approach it from that other direction because this way is the top of back door.
Oh, shit, really? That's where you led yourself? Perfect.
I was like, if we want to break the axle, totally go that
And I was
way.
like, let's just not do that.
So we went around to the spectator area
Yeah.
where the checkpoint was.
Yeah.
Approximately.
Yeah, we did pretty good. That was a more challenging one out of everything. I feel like I did really good with getting us pretty close to a lot of the other ones.
Oh,
So
yeah.
that one was like, yeah, I still don't know. We haven't gotten the points like fully back for everything for that training yet. So
Yeah.
we don't know how well we did, but
And for your, you're not allowed to have like GPS or anything like that, right? It's all paper maps, and so you guys have to lay it all out and plot your courses and all that.
yeah, so that's like by using the previous year's rally information, it's that we're able to have we treat it kind of like a mock rally day. So it's okay, we're going to get this list of coordinates on this sheet of paper. We're going to have the maps printed, the exact maps that we would have been given on the rally, because we have like the PDFs, and then I'm able to print them.
So like
So
day
it's how-
of, they'll give you, like you show up ready to race, they're going to hand you coordinates, and they give you maps ahead of time or right
Yeah,
then and there?
you get all your maps at the beginning.
Okay.
Yeah, so you have to determine which map you're using every day. They'll give you a map number and a CP guide.
Oh, okay.
And usually they give you multiple maps of the same area.
Just to confuse you a little bit, so you can't just rely on one. You have to.
Well, it's different scales.
Yeah. So some of them will be
okay.
50,000 scales, some of them will be 100,000. If we're traveling really far, there'll be 200,000 scale maps.
Okay, yeah, to kind of blow it up a little bit more, give you better.
Is this in kilometers?
Yes.
Yes, it is in kilometers.
Damn fuck.
Why?
It's
This is
America.
America.
Yes, but if you have
We measure
tried to
things
do
in-
math, doing math with the metric system is a lot easier.
Yeah. We like to do things the hard way.
Yeah, come on, don't make
Yes.
it easy on them.
I am either multiplying by or dividing by 60 if we keep it in kilometers. It's great.
It is awesome.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's different numbers too, but yeah, just your equations are much simpler.
Fair.
Well, a few comments real quick.
All right. Slide 'em in.
From the YouTubes.
All right.
Overland Priority says, "Let's go."
Oh, heck
okay.
yeah.
So he's on Team Desert Bells.
Yes.
And you already know that Norm's on
Oh,
Team
yes.
Desert Bells.
Of course.
He's already deemed you guys champions, but I told him to chill out on that.
Slow your roll, bro.
Because hey, that's a lot of pressure. We don't put the pressure on him like that, okay? I just want everybody to have fun.
Yes.
I want everybody to finish.
We have the fun covered.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely lock that in.
Yeah, so I mean, during training, I just have to ask, since you decided to do this together, how much time have you spent together?
Oh gosh, that's really hard to say. Probably.
She's trying to get me to do a budget on how much money I've spent. I'm like, nope. I don't
Don't
know
even
how much
wanna
time
know.
I've spent. Yeah, no. We at least a full weekend of training a month. Kind of leading up to things, it was like, maybe we'll kind of chat through the week a little bit about what we're going to be doing. But now that for the past few months, it's been, like full nothing but training weekend, like in the field training weekend.
Yeah, it's getting down to
And
the
then
wire a little bit.
during the week, we started our Instagram team account, which I guess we can mention now. We'll do it in the shout outs later, but it's at Team Desert Bells.
All one word.
Yep.
All
Make
one
it
word,
easy.
and Bells is BELLES.
Like it should be.
Yeah, like a bell,
Like a bell.
like a southern bell.
Southern bells.
But instead of southern, we are desert bells.
I like the little
Let's have eyes.
Yeah, so since we made our Instagram account, I feel like that.
It's official
Happened
now.
to be-
I
It's
mean,
official.
You guys have an Instagram account. You have to do it.
Yeah,
No
we're
backing out.
basically married.
So
We joke
Yeah.
that we're just our weekend
Or
couple.
weekend partners. Well, because a lot of the times with rally stuff, you'll say like, "Oh, this is like you refer to your teammate as your partner. It is your rally partner."
That's my partner.
So we will be out in like different states, and I will be like, "Yeah,
This is
partner.
my partner.
Yeah, and I was
Like,
like, "Oh,"
they're
and I'm
from
like, "No, it's
California.
okay. I have a ring." And then I was like, "Oh wait, you have a ring."
Perfect.
Like, it's okay. Our husbands are great. They're back at home spending the time with each other anyway.
You're
Wait a minute.
There's anyway. We are both very happily married to separate male individuals.
Yes, let's make that clear.
Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, they're both there.
Yeah. So the
I just
training-
imagine
somehow
you
we got
guys
onto
being in
that from training.
Tennessee and being like, "Yeah, this is my partner." Everybody's like, "Oh, they're from California." Ting.
Well, in Tennessee, I start
That was
talking
its
about the
own-
Bronco parts, and the guy's like, "Well, where's your husband?" I'm like, "Okay."
Oh, for real?
Oh, it was very much
Awkward.
I'm like, "Well, I know some things too."
I tried. a few
I know the
times.
windshield, the blinker fluid.
Yeah.
you, though?
I got to being like, do you want the bigger sticker? Or do you want the other? Oh, we have multiple. Do you want this sticker? Do you want a frisbee?
Frisbee. Here's a koozie for you.
Yeah.
Good
so
boy.
that was. We still had a great time. It was still fun out there.
What are you doing in Tennessee?
We were out there for a Bronco show for
The Bronco Stampede.
Really?
for Rock Jock.
Oh,
They're our
gotcha.
sponsors. Yep, and they needed a Bronco for their booth.
Perfect.
We are their Rebel Rally team, and we got Betty up on some ramps, and she was
Squeezed her in
flexed
there?
out. Well, the conference center, it's called the LeConte Center in Pigeon Forge. It's huge.
Oh,
It is humongous.
so like
It's where
indoor,
yeah.
like a legit
We were at least
All
convention
indoor,
center
yeah.
kind of deal.
Yeah.
Okay,
and
okay.
it's the same place they have the Jeep takeover.
Invasion.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Invasion. That's
The
right.
Jeep Invasion.
So, yeah, we pulled Betty in there for a rock jock, and we were there all weekend just having fun talking to people about the rally and about the parts we have on the Bronco. I think we might have helped sell
Hey.
a couple things.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Earned it.
Well, you have the new anti-rock system on there.
We do.
I had that on my old Jeep
Oh, heck yeah. Rock
back in the day.
Really?
Yeah, shout out to Rock Jock.
Rock
They make awesome parts for the Jeeps, and they're trying to get in the Bronco market too. And so far, I've been really happy with their parts. So
Yeah, they're not a huge. I mean, obviously the Broncos are fairly newish, so I don't know if there's a huge market for them.
Dude, there's a bazillion
Is
Broncos
there?
on the
There's
road,
a
bro.
huge market for it. It's just that it's taking some time to be established in it and do the actual fabrication to work out.
Yeah, not just like your cheesy little bolt-on stuff. I'm sure you can get at Pep Boys and all that fun stuff.
yeah,
But
well, the problem
Legit.
is it's like saturated. There's so
Is
many
it?
people that have come to the Bronco community because of the new Broncos, and they're just saturating the market with all the things.
yeah, all the crap you could buy. Yeah,
So-
but what's quality versus all the
Exactly.
junk out there? Yeah.
Is there a Bronco Angry Grill?
Yes. There is. There is.
Oh, that's how you know you jumped the shark.
Yes.
Even Toyota doesn't have those, do they?
I don't
Sure.
remember who sells it, but there is like a grumper.
A grumper.
Yeah.
called a grumper.
Yeah, it's
I got a
called
grumpy.
grumper. It's
Oh,
a
man.
grumpy grill. So it's
Can I donate one to your Rebel Rally race?
Yeah, if we buy it, will you put it on?
Will you put it on if I buy it?
I don't know
No.
about that. I don't know about that.
No.
Betty is a happy Bronco.
I was going to
Oh,
say
all
they
right, fair. They got a happy one? Put that on. Give it the little eyelashes like on the bugs or
Yeah.
the VW
Oh, yeah,
bug. You know?
could do that. Yeah.
Make it look happy.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. Anyway, so shut up.
Well, that's cool. So you went all the way out to Tennessee, showed your vehicle. Everybody was super impressed, I'm sure.
I
It
think
looks
so.
clean.
Yeah.
Got a nice wrap on there. It looks rad.
The wrap is holding up very well, thanks to our buddy Cole in Texas. He,
The Texas for a wrap?
we didn't go to Texas. He actually flew out and
What?
we rented an Airbnb. Then we blasted the air conditioning into it because this was last September that he wrapped it for us.
Oh, yeah.
And we blasted a bunch of AC air from the Airbnb into the garage, and he wrapped it in Joshua Tree, like in the middle of, I think it was August
Oh,
last
gee,
year.
that looks like
man.
miserable.
It was so hot, but it turned out so good. So it went through the rally last year, and now it has gone or gonna go through the second rally, still in
Pretty
pretty
good.
good shape.
Yeah.
It looks good.
Yeah,
and you
yeah.
park outside.
Yeah, but you can find him
Yeah.
on Instagram. He's 92 Concepts in Texas.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
It's
The big T.
written out. If you're having problems finding it, go to any of our posts on our page, our team page. And
Oh, the
it'll
links,
be-
Yeah.
Linktree deals or something like that in there?
It's not
We
Linktree,
tagged
it's
him.
just
Oh,
tagged.
okay.
Yeah, he's tagged in most of our
yeah.
posts.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely need a good wrap, especially being out in Joshua Tree sun all day, just getting cooked.
Oh, yeah, it sits
So
outside.
brutal on wraps.
It does not have a garage. It sits outside in the desert. So
Yeah.
the wrap has been sitting outside in the desert. Oh, Cole is going to kill me for saying this. But yes, it's been outside, Cole.
Yeah. No, I can ride it
it
every
still looks good,
night. Yeah.
I mean, you have a garage, right? But isn't that where the bug pulls in?
That's just where all our extra stuff goes. It's just
Storage.
a tiny garage.
Yeah. Well, AIM thinks that you should have an angry grill on it.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
What if we get enough votes?
Yeah.
Hey, you guys want to pay for it?
Hey, if you guys give it to us, we'll slap it on for the rally. Why not?
Well, you have donations. You know, if people donate for put their sticker placement on your vehicle,
Yeah.
maybe the top bid will get a Angry Grill.
Yeah.
That can put you over the top right there.
Yeah. $1,000
$1,000
donation. You get the angry grill.
Okay,
They're like, shit, what did we get ourselves into?
you heard it here.
Jason's at home. No, don't do it. Don't listen to them.
I told you, Jason. I told you needed to come.
Yeah.
He needs to bring us back down to reality.
Yeah.
Right.
But no, that's really cool. You guys spent a lot of time together. You guys getting along? You know, you guys are in small quarters.
Yeah.
No, I'm
Yeah.
kidding.
Have your moments.
I thank God like almost every day for this woman being in my life. I'm stoked. Yeah.
Is it so when you're calling out? Because you're driving primarily?
Yeah, I'm the driver primarily.
Okay. Do you switch off at any points, or you just have your own specific?
Not this year. It's
Okay.
our first year, so we're still establishing. I really do feel
Strong
like
suits, yeah.
Allison has really strong traits to do the navigation. It comes to her very naturally. It's very fluid when
Yeah.
she navigates me. It like almost takes no effort. When she sees the map, it's like she's in the map.
Rad.
And I don't have that ability. I feel like I'm a really good driver at
We'll get
times.
you there.
So like, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm working on my navigation skills, but that's much newer to me than driving. I feel like I've been driving a lot longer.
Yeah.
So
No, I mean it's a team effort. That's why, you know.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah. But I have been learning a lot of navigation because that helps me be a better teammate to help her. You know, sometimes a second pair of eyes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it can't hurt, you know.
And vice versa. She's
Yeah.
a driver as well, so she helps me drive
Nice.
when needed. On the sand dunes. I'm gonna fall off the sand dune, Kristen. Watch out. Oh, stop!
You
Wait.
did.
I did stop.
It was impressive.
So you do a lot of sand dune training, right? In this past recently.
Just recently.
We
Yeah.
did.
Yes.
Yeah.
Our
we did
first
some.
dune training together. I had attended a previous dune training last year, but it's the same course. I just did it again with Allison, and it was really good to come back and do it again. So
I've never driven on the dunes,
it's
so I know it's not easy, and I know
different.
there's techniques and tricks to like get up and out, and
especially in a stock vehicle.
yeah,
Sure.
you're because you basically can only have up to 35s on your vehicle, right?
This year they upped it to 37s.
Oh, rad.
Because there is some vehicles that come stock with 37.
What vehicle's that?
The Raptor, the Bronco Raptor.
Oh, nice.
So because of that, they had to
Everybody.
change the rule book.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you can put 37s on it?
I've tried 37s on Betty. You witnessed that.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was okay, but it didn't clear great, and I feel like it runs a lot better with 35s.
I agree.
Yeah.
That's what it was made for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get the like what Sasquatch package is
Yeah.
factory with 35s.
Yep. That's what it came with, was 35s.
Yeah. But are you running the same tires you did last year? Canadi's?
Canadi's, yep, they sponsored us last
think
year.
Literally the
Yep.
same.
They sent us.
You haven't even changed it.
They're the same tires, literally the same tires we took on the rally. Last
Dude, that's an advertisement right there. They
Yeah.
ran
Yeah.
2 rallies, dude,
Okay,
on the
but
same
all
set.
the
That's pretty
training,
impressive, right?
But get
one
this.
rally,
Yeah.
Well,
and then all the training up to it.
are you going to take them off
fresh-
before the? Oh, okay. You got a new
We're
fresh set.
We're new
Okay.
fresh ones for this rally because they are starting to get a little rotted and they're old. They've been
Yeah.
seeing the
It's
sun.
fine.
Yeah.
But last year, fun fact, I don't remember the exact number, but it was somewhere between 5 and 10 of the 65 teams did not suffer any flats last year.
Really?
I was
There
one
you
of the
go.
drivers that did not have a
Any
single flat tire.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, knock on
I
that wood right hook
know.
real
Allison
quick.
is like, Kristen, be quiet. She's like, stop right
Don't
now.
make me change a tire.
They're the Canadi mud tires, so they have really thick sidewalls.
But
Nice.
hey, if something does happen, and we do happen to come into an encounter with needing a patch on the tire, what are we going to do this year, Kristen?
Advertisement coming up.
Super nice.
Kidding.
Dun, dun, dun.
Glue Tread has come on as one of our
That's awesome.
sponsors. They're sending us the Expedition Kit.
Ooh, rad.
Dude, that's rad. So
Vegan.
Do you have
I-
a discount code for them by chance?
I will. Yes.
I was just
If
because
I
I
actually.
will.
Oh, I'm sorry, Ben. I
I
stepped
will
all over
put
your
it-
shit.
Do you have a discount code, Ben?
no,
Do you
I
want a
wanted
discount
to
too?
ask for one.
Oh.
Because I actually, for my
I need a
birthday,
set, yeah.
Herb, my good buddy Herb,
Yeah.
he actually
I
gave
think
me
we
some glue
all
treads for my birthday.
Went out, wasn't? No, Herb.
Yeah,
was not.
yeah, Herb,
Was
he's got the
he-
GX460.
was
He just
on-
got 35s too. Stepped it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Big boy tires.
No, that's a rad. I've never used them, but I hear they're like lifesavers on the trail and stuff like that.
Sidewall stuff.
Yeah, yeah. Not just
Yeah.
your quick
Okay.
plugs and stuff. You
Yeah.
got a tear, you can actually patch it up and get to road.
Yeah, I've done plugs. I haven't needed a sidewall patch yet, but I'll be ready this year if it happens.
We're ready.
Oh, I wonder if I could use those on like my airbags.
You could. You could.
Because your airbags
You could.
pop.
They always blow. I've like
They're
blown 3
always-
airbags.
Dude, homeboy
Dude,
needs
this
new
guy with
suspension.
his,
Hey,
like,
Jason.
hat.
I
are
talked
you-
to Jason the other day.
Is he
so-
tuned in right now, Jason?
I know, if you're watching,
get this
brother, hook
guy
me up.
hooked up with
Yeah.
some suspension that he needs.
Ew.
Yeah, I need to come
Yeah,
up there
the
and
treads.
have him
Jason,
look
help
at
him-
it.
Help him with the glue treads.
SOS. Homeboy needs suspension.
It's so bad. But
Yeah.
I need time to drive up there and have him look at it. One of these days I'll get up there.
He looked at it at Little Smokey's camp out and he was like, ooh. He already looked at it.
He already looked
Okay,
at it. That's
he
why
already
he didn't
looked at
return my
it.
calls. No. So,
Yeah. He's staying away on purpose.
Yeah. I don't want nothing to do with that nightmare.
Nah, you just need to get it properly set up, and Jason's got it.
Yeah, I know exactly. That's who I need to talk to.
We'll help you. Don't worry.
Oh, I know. Yeah, he's already been kind of shooting shit by me. Like,
Trust me, I hear stories all day from Jason, from customers. You are not nearly the worst customer.
yeah, I'm sure he did some crazy shit. Yeah.
No, I mean, okay, not to plug Opt Off Road right now because you're sitting here, but like in all honesty, I've actually heard him talk to customers, and he like literally goes through details. He's like, "No, don't do that. Valve it this way. Get this one. Get this size. Get this one."
Yeah, he's not
And
just
he,
trying to
like,
sell you on shit. He's
No.
trying to actually get you what
sometimes
you
he's like, "No, it's cheaper and it's just as good. So get this one." So
need. Yeah.
I personally, as a consumer, would appreciate that because it's kind of like a good mechanic. Like you find one, you stick with it.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, absolutely.
100%.
He's come to me with stories like, "Oh my gosh, this customer wants to buy a long travel, but I had to tell him that he didn't need it because he's just camping." And I'm like,
He keeps telling me that.
he's just like,
But I want long travel.
I want long travel. But, you know, he's honest. You know, if people don't need long travel, he tells them and they're really grateful. So,
I'm not grateful. I need long travel.
If Ben called you, just
Jason,
give him what he
Jason,
wants.
give Ben his long travel.
It's the only option.
Yeah.
Only thing that'll make him happy.
No, but okay. So on your vehicle, Betty is her name.
Yes.
Fat Betty.
Fat Betty.
Well, sometimes.
What about Black Betty? You know.
No, not Black Betty.
She's not black. She's like that
Why does
blue.
it have to be about color, Ben?
Gosh, Ben.
Let's not. I'm just saying, like, oh, Black Betty. You know,
I do
so-
use
anyways.
that a lot.
I know you do.
I do.
That's how I remember it.
Yeah.
But what have you changed? Because you ran this last year. You're doing it again. What have you changed from last year to this year? What worked? What didn't work? And what have you changed it with?
So last year our setup was very similar. The only thing I've changed this year is the anti-rock in the back that we've changed out. We added a twin ARB compressor under the hood, which is really nice.
Did you not have one before?
I had a single in like a carry case,
Okay.
which worked okay, but it could have been faster.
Yeah.
Allison's letting us borrow her Morphlate. She has a 4-hose inflation system from Morphlate.
Very cool.
So we're going to
Sick.
be using that.
System.
Yep.
Do you have to air down and air up a lot? Or if you're primarily on dirt most of the time, are you going to be having to fill back up?
We do have transits.
Oh, we got to cut.
Yeah, when we're moving from base camp to base camp, sometimes we'll go on the highways for an hour or two at least.
Or even like still like back roads, but on pavement
Yeah.
going
Yeah.
fast enough where it's like, you just
Probably
stop and do
safer
it.
to, yeah.
Better to air up on the tires. Anything else we've changed this year? We haven't changed that much. I think it's really we also got an AFE muffler from.
Oh yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah, they're one of our newer sponsors because Rock Jock was getting us set up, and we thought that our MagnaFlow would work with it, but it didn't. It was also rusted from the.
It's not
Mojave
my
Road.
fault. It's not my fault.
I'm pointing at you, Ben.
We went across a quote unquote dry lake bed.
Yes,
Yeah, oh,
not
yeah.
dry. That was really salty, and it stuck to a lot of components, including the muffler. So it got some
Who's
holes in
salty
it.
now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, the muffler was going out anyway.
She didn't go to the dirt stripper.
I didn't.
The dirty stripper.
I
Who's that?
should've.
Should have went to the Norco dirt stripper, man.
Literally,
That sounds-
it's a pin on my honest.
Yeah.
Dirt
The
stripper.
Norco dirt stripper sounds like a horrible place.
It's an amazing place, let me tell you.
Anyway, yeah.
But yeah,
Well, worth
so
all your quarters.
Yeah, she takes quarters. I mean,
she takes credit card. You just tap and
swipe.
go.
Yeah.
Ooh, she fancy.
Yeah. But
That's
so
right.
so the muffler was rusted.
Yes, it was, and it wasn't enough clearance to clear the anti-rocks in the back when they were installing it.
Does a factory one though?
I don't remember, to be honest. I think it's supposed to work with a high clearance muffler. It doesn't have to be AFE, but it has to be like a high clearance. And when you look under there, it is very nice. It's very tucked up against the body. It's not hanging down like the stock one.
That's nice.
And
It's purdy.
I met some of the
And
AFE
it purrs.
guys.
Oh, the purr.
yeah.
It's not that it's super loud. I will say, I feel like a lot of people were really worried about it being like,
Yeah, I don't like
Loud.
it obnoxious. Yeah.
Oh, dude, I
no, and
want it
it's
loud.
not.
No.
Well, it's fine. It's like, it just kind of has that like little like sultry purr to it in the background.
Yeah.
Tougher.
Until you lay on it, and then it's got the growl.
Yeah, it will.
Sorry, my sound effects.
It adds to it. It's like,
Oh, yeah.
we like it. We're here for it.
Yeah, so I met a few of the AFE guys at the Cars and Coffee in Corona.
Oh.
And because I hang out with Brandon at the Liqui Moly booth, and they came over and they were all talking to us. I was like, yeah, I need an AFE intake and muffler for my Mini Cooper. And they were like, yeah, come on by.
Yeah.
But I just haven't followed up yet, so it's my fault.
I've been really happy so far.
Yeah,
Muffler. Yep. It's great.
that's exciting. I can't wait to go hear it. 'Cause I
Fire it up.
Yeah.
Fire up. Yeah.
Fired it. So
Yeah. Cause you guys were you said you just recently out in Glamis
Yeah.
training. Were you guys doing just navigation, or were you doing like recovery training?
So it's a 2 days dunes course that Rebel U puts
Oh, it's
on.
hosted by Rebel.
Yeah, it's like a off branch of the Rebel. They call it the Rebel U. It's the Rebel University.
Okay.
But yeah, it is the same people. And Emily Miller was there, and Laura Wineless, who is one of the top competitors. She actually works for a Ford Performance team.
Oh.
And Chrissy Beavis. They run that. So we're out there training, mostly driving tips, how to drive a full-size vehicle in the sand dunes. Because it's different than what you like to call dune bashing. You can't dune bash in a full-size vehicle. You just can't.
It's too heavy.
It's too heavy. It doesn't have enough power. So they really teach you the basics of driving a full-size vehicle in the dunes, and you can do it safely and without getting stuck if you do it right. So it's all the tips of dune formations, the correct approach to a dune, the correct way to go down a dune. And they touched on navigation too the last day. Yeah.
what do you do when you're like in an area you're not aware of, like what's on the other side of the dune?
Yeah.
When you're approaching. Yeah.
How do you?
Absolutely.
Because like I would just go wee.
Yeah, exactly. That's like, oh,
That's like what you want to do, right? So what it is you have to keep your eyes ahead of your course. You have to be scanning the horizon. You have to be watching what's going on around you.
because the
You have-
shadows are weird sometimes
They
too.
are, yeah. They can be really confusing. So what you do is you scan the horizon as you're driving. If there's a dune you want to go over, you do a rainbow maneuver. So you rainbow to the top of the dune, and if it's on the driver's side, the driver can look down and say, I can drive down that and go down the dune. If it's on the passenger side, you have to have your passenger look for you and say, can I go down that? And that's where the teamwork really comes in,
open
'cause
their-
you gotta like trust each other. So if she says, yes, I'll go for it, and you have to turn very quickly down the side of a dune so that you're pointed straight down. Because you can't be going down at any angles, because that's
then-
when you start pivoting and the rear end is, it goes sideways if you're not doing the right thing with your front tires. You gotta keep
Allison, please, like if it's on your side, just say send it.
Yeah, that's the code.
That's the code. Send it.
Well, yeah, I feel like this is a good time for that interjection.
Yes.
So I'm really picky when I'm in the vehicle. Like it still is shocking to me to think like I am going into this competition letting someone else drive me.
Yeah, I'm super nervous, like not being the driver. Like,
Yeah.
I have to be in control.
That's me. I am like a white knuckle ball of anxiety.
Are you that way with her
those
though?
people. No.
Oh,
Okay.
all right.
Nope.
That's good.
Not
Got the
even a little
confidence.
bit.
Yeah, because you're
Except-
looking at maps. You're not looking out.
There was a
There was this one time.
Yeah.
We've now
band camp, no.
had this one time in Dunes training. This one time in Glamis. So yeah, we had gone out, and one of the tips in training was like, you can go to a crest on the ridgeline and pick out where you want your approach angle to be, and you can literally draw on the sand. These are where I want my tires to be. So when you're approaching and you can't see in front of you, trust yourself. You've already put in the work. These are where your tires need to be. You just go. Slow, controlled, but this is where you're going over. You're going to be okay. So we had been functioning as a group for that training where we were working with 2 or 3 other vehicles, so 2 or 3 other teams. And we had gotten up and it was another team that, we were like, I was just so proud of them. Like they got out, they went right up to it. They were like putting the lines and I'm like, I know what they're doing. Like, yeah, like get it. So I'm just like, I run up and I'm just so happy for them and proud of them. And I'm like, okay, yeah, we're leading. And then it turns out, oh no, everyone wants us to be the first ones. Oh,
shit.
They're like, you go first.
okay. And
I
I'm
think
like,
your
it's okay.
enthusiasm earned you first spot.
Yeah.
So it's okay. Okay, we've got this. So I tell her, I'm like, it's okay. They've already done it. Like they've already put, trust those lines, go up and over.
Yeah, we had walked it too.
Yeah, we had walked it. We already know whatever, all of this is good, right? So we get up to that point and we're already past the point. Like I'm still surprised she was actually able to stop when I went.
That's how you tell her to stop by her.
No,
We were already past the
she
point.
said the word stop.
Oh, okay, okay.
You said
Which
stop.
I don't have that reaction. Like I understand this is already past. Like you don't stop. We're there. Like the angle isn't like some soft angle. Like it's a steep angle. Like this is a hard freaking angle. So anyways, we're trying to go over and she's like, stop. And she stops. We are on this crest and this chick gets Fat Betty to stop at the top of a dune. My problem is I was so happy that these other chicks were getting out and doing the work and drawing those lines that I was like, yeah. I didn't look to see there were giant bowls on either side. So
Yeah.
I wasn't mentally prepared on what was going to be on that other side. I had gotten out of the vehicle. I walked it out. I was doing... Anyways, that was to me a big mental note. Like, there's no trusting other people's lines.
Oh, yeah.
There's no whatever. Like, it's not... There's no partially doing the work. If you're getting out and you're climbing up a sand dune, look at what you're going to see on the other side. So you don't have that instinctual moment of like, oh, shit. There's a big bowl and we're going into the bowl. Like,
You want to stay away from those usually.
so
Yeah.
Once again, I've already told her profusely, but I'm sorry.
No, and I want her to feel safe, so I want her to be able to tell me to stop and know that I will.
You will actually.
I will actually stop because I trust what she's seeing.
Yeah.
So.
No, we're good.
Yeah.
It's like you have the video game controller and you're making the move.
And it was honestly, it was in a safe enough spot. It was just either you were going to be able to stop or you weren't.
Yeah.
It wasn't that it was putting us in danger by doing it because we already had the momentum. We were pointed the way
were
that
pointed
we wanted.
down, yeah.
But it was just either we were going to go into the bowl or we weren't.
Yeah.
So luckily we were on course. And
Still had that
everything worked
option
out great.
to abort.
Yeah.
We couldn't have reversed
there
out of
was
that
no-
position.
no-
We would have had to go down at that point, but at least I could
It's
have
just been
assessed
stuck.
it from that point. 'Cause
Yeah.
you can always stop at the top of a hill and be like, okay, this doesn't look great anymore, but you could sit there and plan an escape route.
Yeah, give yourself
That's always what they taught in the dune trainings. You gotta have an escape route. You can't just drop down a dune and be like, okay, I'm here now.
Yeah, now what? How do I get out of this?
So you gotta make sure if you're gonna
you're just
drop.
doing circles
Yeah,
and you get
which
just
you can do, but you gotta have a plan. Like, how am I gonna get out of here? Like, because in a full size vehicle, you don't have the power to just be like, oh,
Go straight up.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. No, you gotta use your momentum. They call it going the same way as water flows. When
Yes,
when
the
you're
path
driving
of
in
least
sand dunes,
resistance.
the path of least resistance.
Yeah.
If you're choosing a course, you're like, hey, I could go that way. It's pretty direct, but if I go over this way, I can still get over there, but it's less resistance.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah. So that's just the basics. They just get into your head all weekend, and I felt like it was really beneficial for both of us.
What are some of the other trainings they've put on that you've been to that you found super helpful?
The Ridgecrest training in for the 3 days.
The trials.
Yeah, they call it the Ridgecrest Trials, and that is basically training you for 2 days in navigation and driving, and then on the third day they do a mock rally. So they put trackers in your cars, they give you a CP guide, they give you maps, and set you out for most of the day, not a whole day. It was still a short day because I think it was like 15 to 20 checkpoints. During the rally, it's usually around 30 checkpoints in one day, so a little shorter, but definitely helps to know the format of the rally and how everything works.
Yeah, that was super helpful for me. Like I knew that it was going to be helpful because it was more just like, yes, this mock rally day. And so it's that, Kristen's done the rally before. This is my rookie year. So it's like I at least do have a partner who has done the rally.
Yeah,
So I
super
can
helpful.
ask those questions. Oh yeah, it's amazing. But having it be that someone's telling you what to expect versus trying to actually try and put yourself at least partially in that situation, two hugely different scenarios. So it was, the mock trials or the Rebel trials were, for me, it was just like, that was the first time I really had a road book.
Yeah. That was fun.
And the first time doing the road book was like, oh my gosh, I don't know what's going. Can we stop for a second? She says, no.
Yeah, you can't
No,
stop.
you can't
There's no
stop.
time out. Yeah.
And I have like no clue what's coming at me, like whatever. Everything's
what's
so
the road
stressed
book?
out. So it's, I should have, I was
Do you want me to
realizing.
explain the road book? Okay. All right. So the road book and challenges can be either en route, where it's just basically like, map quests, step-by-step turn directions. When you have the on
But
time.
very important.
Very
Yeah,
important.
yeah.
They're very exact. They have distances and they have what are called tulips, where it gives you a picture of what's going on there and what direction you're coming
Okay.
from and the turns. Whether you're turning left or right, going straight. If you're going to pass a bush or a building, it's going to be in this little tulip that's kind of like a picture. Like if a little kid was drawing a picture of like what you're doing right there.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. Yeah. And so, and then it tells you the distance in some other boxes. And it says at this distance, you're going to turn left. And then after that, it'll give you another distance. And you just go step by step, kind of like MapQuest, but a little more exact. If you're going to do an on time route, it's the same thing. You're following step by step directions, but there is a prescribed speed. So you have to hold a speed through these directions through a rough and smooth terrain.
Okay.
Yeah, the average. So if you slow down for a half a second, you got to pick up that half a second to stay perfectly.
Right.
on time.
You have
Yeah.
to within a certain margin.
So you gotta. They have controls that measure when you pass them. So they tell you like you have a certain amount of seconds to pass the control, and when you go through each control, it grades you basically. So the closer you are to your prescribed time, the better score you get.
Okay. You want to be like, you don't want to be too under
Yeah.
because that'll hurt you. You
Yeah.
want to be like right on the money.
And you don't want to
almost.
be quick either. You want to be
Yeah.
right on time.
Yeah.
So it's this weird anxiety, I guess, because you're not driving fast. You're just driving this prescribed speed, and you're trying to hold it, and you're trying to do math in your head, like, oh my gosh, I slowed down, 5 kilometers per hour, and now I need to speed up plus 5.
Make up this
Yeah.
time, or we got to
Yeah.
slow down. We're getting in
Yeah.
too hot. Yeah.
And I do math in the mornings. I'm the driver, so it's my job to do the math in the morning. So I do the time, speed, distance calculation, so I know what time we need to be at all of the turns. So as we are going, we stop. We start a stopwatch at the beginning. So as we go, we can be like, okay, well, it looks like we're on time, or we're a little behind, or we're ahead. So we can adjust accordingly based on my calculations in the morning.
Are you timed like that throughout the entire race? Then it's
No.
only certain sections that are
No, yeah,
could be
they're
on.
usually road books that last anywhere from like 30 to 45 minutes.
Okay.
So, and then the rest of the day we're chasing checkpoints.
Checkpoints and
other
stuff.
challenges, whatever Emily comes up with.
Oh, really?
Last year there was like basically a blank map challenge where you surrendered your old maps and were given this map with like
It was
barely
washed out.
very washed out, but it was a lesson in distance and heading, because Emily likes to say distance and heading never lie. Yep. So if you're depending too much on a map and your head is in the map all the time, she wants to teach us to have our eyes up.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah, Allison's not a
As the
fan.
navigator.
No, I
hard.
love Emily.
Yeah.
A lot of
So,
respect for her. It's
yeah.
the good challenges, but
Yeah.
sometimes
She knows how to challenge it. Yeah, she does all these plot twists during the rally. I love it every year, like watching as, I've only competed 1 year, but I've been watching. But I
Yeah.
feel like every year she has some twist.
Makes it interesting. That's
Yeah.
rad.
No, that's awesome.
So, yeah.
So when you're going out and you're doing these challenges, you also have to think not only about distance and heading and all these other things, but fuel.
Oh, yeah.
So our buddy Norm asked the question, like, what do you do about fuel? Are you allowed to carry fuel with you? How do you kind of plan for that? Are there fuel stops?
They bring
Or, like,
vehicles with different
what's-
size tanks, right?
Yeah, I mean, let's talk about some fuel because that's
Fuel.
like
It's-
super important.
It is. Fuel is important. So they always say you gotta know your vehicle. You have to be comfortable with your vehicle. You have to know it. You have to be familiar with how far it can go off-road versus the highway. The Bronco has about 300 to 350 miles that it can travel on highway. So I know during the rally, I really won't have any problems unless we make mistakes and go a direction we're not supposed to go.
Have to backtrack.
Yeah. Also, it's keeping your RPMs low. But that being said, they have prescribed fuel stops. You have no control over when you get fuel. So it's not like you can just stop and go get fuel whenever you want. They fill you up at the end of the day, and they fuel you up at prescribed fuel stops. If
Whether you
you're-
need it or not, you're getting gas.
you get gas.
Yeah,
Whatever
yeah.
they give you
If
gas,
they have it,
you
you
take
get it,
gas.
yeah.
Yeah. So it is about like knowing your vehicle with the EVs last year. As far as I know and what I understand, this year they aren't going to have any electric vehicles.
Oh, really?
This year,
Wow.
So Rivian's not coming back to defend the title.
I don't know. Like that's what
That's
I
kinda
heard.
strange.
But sometimes stuff you hear isn't accurate, and then you start the rally, and there.
What do you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do I know?
Yeah.
I don't know anything. So, but last year they had charging stations. So the electric vehicles had prescribed stops where they were not allowed to look at maps or do any planning or navigation because obviously
Oh, at that stop.
yeah, they have to stop a lot more often than gas vehicles.
Yeah.
So
It was still argued, and a lot of other competitors did have the very valid argument of it being okay. You don't have your map in front of you or whatever, but if you're stopping for 15
That's a
minutes,
huge.
Just the
You
mental
are-
break.
Yeah.
you're stopping for
Just get-
15 minutes.
Yeah, to get out, stretch your legs even.
15 minutes.
That's huge.
Yeah.
Take a nap.
Drink some water, get your sandwich.
Yeah.
Yeah. But to be fair,
But that's
Emily-
also a different class, though.
fair.
The thing is,
Yeah.
like,
They have their
they're
own-
running their
yeah.
own. Even last year, that was still. They're essentially on their own rally,
Okay.
they're part
You're-
of the 4x4 class, though.
but they're in their different class. Like if they went, like what they're competing for, like those titles are. The EV was separate.
Oh, yeah. The EV titles were separate.
So it's in that point, it's that you're going for a title or whatever. Like you're in your own different rally.
yeah, they had
Which-
the electrified badge. I
Yeah.
think is what it was
Yeah.
called. I don't know. I don't drive an electric
So-
vehicle. So.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Gas.
Suckers.
Gas.
Yeah. Skate pedal.
So you're not allowed. So you don't carry your own fuel.
You're
So
not
that's
allowed. It is not allowed to carry.
almost nice though. You don't have to carry all that extra weight.
It's
but
true. They do make you carry 5 gallons of water, but
That's just for survival, probably. Yeah.
they
Is that
want
what
us
it
to
is?
live, I guess. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you think about it. If your radiator, goes
Yeah.
kaput or
I mean,
something.
think about it. I think that's less than what we've even shown up to for a weekend training.
Right.
Just the two of us.
Get
We're
a
like,
jug, yeah.
okay, we're going out, and like we're both desert chicks. Do you know how much water we show up with going to any given training? Like,
How much do you show up with?
usually about 3 gallons each.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 6 gallons. Okay.
Yeah.
And that's
a lot of
that's
water.
just for our like emergency water. Like we aren't counting that so much as like our drinking water and our cooking water and our functioning water. Like
Do they put a limit on how much water you can have?
Oh,
or
no.
anything? Oh, okay. You can bring as much.
what?
as you-
How big is your vehicle? How
Yeah.
much?
Okay, yeah. I didn't know. It's like, sorry, you can't have 100
Luckily,
gallons of
no,
water.
They
Yeah.
don't. They do not limit the water.
Okay.
But they do limit fuel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's well, they will. I will say that the mechanics will come to you with fuel if you run out of fuel on course. So if you haven't calculated appropriately and you're out there and you run out of gas, you have to take penalty points, but they will deliver fuel for you. Yep. So
And
it's
you
all
can't
about planning.
You can't plan any stashes of fuel.
Nope.
You don't know the route is. Otherwise, we go out there and bury some real quick for you.
Yeah. I was just reading
Even
the
if you planned
penalty.
it. Yeah, not worth it.
I was
No.
reading the penalty table the other day. I think if you're found carrying fuel, I think it was like a 20 or 30 point
I'm
penalty.
surprised that it's just like a point penalty versus a disqualification because that's something
That's
that is
huge.
very
Yeah.
clearly written. And if that's what you're doing, like
Oh,
you're
it's-
very much going against the rules super intentionally. Therefore, go do something else. Like,
Yeah.
why?
Allison's like, get out.
Yeah, she's already eliminated.
No
Yeah.
way. The rest of us want to work really hard and like prove ourselves to ourselves. Like that's what I'm going out there for. Like, you want to bring fuel. Like, okay, go just do something else.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
really what that's like.
Yeah, we don't need
your
people to
limiting
cheat.
factor.
Well, I
Go do
mean,
something
going back to the EV and the competition, the classes, AIM, Overland Priority asks, can an EV win the overall, or is it only in their EV class?
So there is not an EV class. There are two classes in the Rebel Rally. There is 4x4 and the X-Cross class. So, you know, you have the full transfer cases 4x4 class, and then you have the, you know, like the Subarus with the all-wheel drive in the other class.
Which are not allowed in national parks, certain ones.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh,
I heard about
yeah.
that.
We
can get to that later, boy, if you want.
Yeah.
But, we need to talk to Mountain Subi about that one.
Yeah.
I have an
Okay.
keep my opinion
But yeah,
to myself.
yeah.
Anyways, we'll finish.
we'll get to
on-
that.
The designation is what we were talking about with the EV class. It's not a class. It's really a badge of honor. So if you finish the Rebel Rally under certain circumstances, you can earn a badge. EV class is one of them because they have determined that it takes a lot to get an electric vehicle through the rally because they're much heavier. You know, they can't go
true.
long distances like the
They have their
gas-
own handicaps. Yeah.
yeah, so they do like have their own badge of honor, and I do respect those teams for taking those trucks out there. I watched them last year. It didn't look easy, but you know, a Rivian won last year, and it was
Overall,
yeah. They won first place, and it was amazing to watch them. So yeah, but yeah, they have a lot of other designations other than the EVs. They also have bone stock. If you show up in a vehicle that has not been modified at all except for tires, you can get bigger tires. That's it. If you
Really?
don't upgrade anything, you can get a bone stock award. They have
Yours is not bone stock.
No, it's not.
Especially after the angry grill we put on.
No,
Stock
Betty-
plus.
Would that
I
put you
like-
out of stock class, Angry Grill?
It'd be like the super grumpy grill. grumpy class.
The grumpy
The
class.
grumpy class.
Rawr.
They actually had a new designation last year called the Perseverance Award, and it's really like goes to the team that went through the most during the rally to get
Oh,
there.
really?
Hey, how do
That's
I-
subjective.
Oh.
No,
That is
okay, let me
very
give you,
subjective.
Dude, you guys get to vote on who wins it?
It is. Some of them are voted for things like that, but most of the time it's like staff and competitors that get to vote on that.
How did you
Participation
not
trophy.
win that?
How did I not win that? Okay,
Yeah.
who won it last year? I'm gonna.
Oh,
tell
yeah,
you,
how
I'm gonna
bad
tell
was
you
their-
who
Yeah,
won
they-
it. It was the French team. I'm sorry, I do not remember their team number, but they are from France, and last year they competed and they got jobs at like Disneyland and daycares
What?
Yeah.
for a year.
Yeah.
And
Just
saved to buy a Jeep in the United States. Bought the Jeep like less than a week before the rally and drove it to the start line.
Yeah.
What?
They won
Yeah.
the Perseverance Award.
That's
And
pretty French.
They-
dude. Like
they
It is
like-
very French, but also that's
We're
that's
going to buy a
Yeah.
Jeep.
And
we work at Disneyland and they give us the money,
They were
the American
awesome.
dollars.
But like they like literally like from scratch got into this
That's
race. Like
hardcore.
flew
Yeah.
here,
That's
didn't have a
mad
vehicle,
respect.
no
Yeah.
jobs. Just
They-
we're gonna get jobs
Yeah.
just so we can buy a vehicle, just so we can compete.
Yeah,
No
to-
deodorant.
to get the,
Just-
yeah. Hey. But yeah,
Sorry, that's my
even-
French joke for you.
Even to get the registration, like the registration isn't cheap. So
No.
they, not only did they have to buy
Yeah.
a vehicle, they had to pay the registration fees all year.
So what kind of Jeep did they buy?
It was an older one. I'm not a Jeep person. So I don't remember.
Well,
what
okay,
it
when you
was.
say it's an older one, are we
I want to say
talking
it was a CJ. I think
that old?
it was pretty old. It was an
Wow.
older one.
That
Yeah,
is some perseverance.
but like
Getting
I said,
that thing reliable enough to
Let's
do
see.
this?
I need to find.
Oh,
the
look him up real quick.
Okay.
Yeah.
I need to see if
That's
I can
crazy
find
impressive
it.
though. Like, damn, it's not cheap. And then
That's
like
like carbureted, bro.
wow. Yeah, you have to buy plane tickets over here. I mean, that's crazy. Like,
That's
are there,
that's dedication.
Are there that many people from out of country and stuff that come to this? I know people from all over the country,
There's
but
definitely
international.
a handful. And then I feel like this year there will be even more of a slight expansion because they actually had one of the official Rebel trainings, the Rebel U's, was up in Canada.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
So that's
Hey.
a really cool addition.
Hey.
So yeah, because was it an actual? It was a trials, wasn't it?
It was. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was the same as we did.
So the
in
same with
Canada.
Ridgecrest.
Yeah.
One of the, in my personal opinions, one of the most beneficial trainings that the Rebel puts on
Yeah.
that they did in Ridgecrest, which we went to. They now have their own version that they're doing up in Canada.
Oh,
so
are they going to try and do their own rally up there separate?
I don't think so. I
That'd
mean,
be
I
cool to
wouldn't
do it
put it
international where you
past.
got to cross the border.
I would
Oh,
not
that'd
put
be
it
fun.
past Emily to have it either be that it's somehow at some point an international rally, which, dude, the amount of work that is put in with the permits just to do it within
Yeah, just our
a
area.
couple
Yeah.
states.
Yeah.
But, or even trying to do it that there was another rally in a different country. I could see that being a potential.
That'd be pretty rad.
But probably not anytime soon. I
Yeah.
think that would take some time, but I would not put it past them.
Yeah.
I could
Yeah.
see that. I could see it.
Well, we don't have a question. We have a comment.
Okay.
It's directed to you.
Oh, shit. My bad.
It's I love you from James Porter.
Oh, the reporter.
He didn't say Jared, but I'll just give it to you.
Oh, thanks. Love you too, brother. Are you on your way to Florida right now, by the way?
Yeah, he probably is.
Yeah. He's supposed to be doing a road trip starting today.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully it's on
Did
there.
you get that trailer you needed?
I know. I was at a, sorry, side tangent, but like, I was at a service thing today and I was talking to a buddy and I'm like, he's like, oh yeah, I just got a new trailer. I'm like, I totally could have used that, but sorry,
Yeah.
James. Almost had a trailer for you.
Oh man.
I'm sure he figured it out.
Yeah.
He's resourceful.
Yeah, he's a smart guy.
Yeah.
But,
So not till Friday now is what he said. So just
oh, next Friday?
yeah.
Oh, okay. Cool. Well, if you still need the trailer, I might be able to get him one.
There you go. There you go.
Hey.
Are we talking like a flatbed?
Yeah, you need like a 30-foot flatbed.
I'm like, do you need a camper trailer? Because Jason and I are trying to sell
Trying
one.
to hawk one? Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Hey, that's my house in Joshua Tree you're trying to sell.
Don't tell Ben's house.
Hey, I
So
still got 10
grass is what
acres
he-
for you.
Yeah.
You just bring your own house.
Oh, I could do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Camping out, man.
Yeah.
I literally have, like, you could have your own, like, propane hookup, septic,
Oh, wow.
water line. Yeah.
Dang.
Now we're talking.
All right, we'll talk after the podcast. But
Anyways, real quick,
Yeah.
noticing on Instagram we at least have there's two things. One of the questions
Oh, yeah.
for that we did in the stories, like asking for people to
Oh,
send in if you have
yes.
questions
Yeah.
on what we're doing. What are your road/radio names?
Oh, call signs.
Oh, I hadn't thought about that.
Big Mama. Here's Big Mama over and out.
Yeah, so we don't necessarily use radios too much in the rally, or it.
Well, you guys have the helmets on and stuff, right?
Yeah, we don't
Is
have
it noise
comms
can-
though.
Oh,
No
okay.
Yeah,
comms. I mean, you can get comms, but
we
They're expensive.
opted out. Yeah, we've already spent
Not
so
cheap.
many thousands of dollars that we decided not to spend a few hundred more for
Rugged
comms.
radios. Hook these ladies up. They need some comms.
Hey, they just came out with a pink line.
Oh, come on.
heck
They
yeah.
did.
Rugged.
So yeah, we would not be opposed to having comms in the helmets, but we do not currently have comms set up.
But over the
It-
weekend, we did have a call sign that Emily gave us.
Oh.
Well, we were either Blue Bronco or Opt Off-Road Bronco.
Yes.
Oh, there you go.
It's
But-
pretty great because we, even like my husband and I, we call Kristen and Jason's property, or like whenever we're going over to their house to hang out or do like training and stuff, because they actually have a house. I just have a little glorified shack out in the desert. It's cute.
It's
It's
a homestead, people.
It's a homestead. Yeah, it's original. Anyway, we can get into that later if we want. But
I definitely want to hear more about that.
yeah, I do love my home. I am not. I am one of the first to glorify my shack.
I love your.
But when we go over to Kristen and Jason's house, we actually even call it now the Opt. We call it Opt HQ.
Oh, HQ.
HQ.
I like
Opt
that.
HQ.
I thought you were going to say like Opt Ranch or
The
something.
compound.
I like
Oh,
HQ.
good.
HQ.
I do. Yeah, that
That
was shout out
Yeah.
to Ray.
Seems
He-
like
covert.
Came up with that one.
Sounds official.
Yeah.
It's super
Like you're
official.
funded by the government.
And
Which we're
unofficially.
Totally not.
Totally not.
Unofficially, maybe.
Wait, we're on.
Wait, don't worry, I'll edit that out.
Oh, yeah.
No, you won't. No, you won't.
Everyone from work watching.
Yeah.
Got it. Not funded by.
Opt Off Road sent a message, and then it says message retracted.
Jason.
Jason, what was the message? I need to know.
How do we know?
Oh man.
How will they know?
I should have
We'll
brought you
never-
guys all a patch.
Oh yeah, add to the patch collection.
Yeah, we have.
patch.
Do we not have one up here? From
I don't actually have it. I
don't
have
think
so
I-
much Opt Off Road gear, but I do not have a patch.
Wait, it doesn't come with a sticker?
I would have brought you a
I have
patch.
stickers,
We brought our.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
We brought our Desert Bell stickers
Oh, cool.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I want.
and I received mine in the mail. By the way, thank you very much.
with your special personalized thank you note.
Yeah.
Oh,
Anyone watching can get theirs too.
And
if
a shout
you
out.
Go to our personal or our team Desert Bells on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
It is a link in our page, and if you click on that link, it brings you to a site that you can figure out how much money you want to give us, so that we
Just
can go to
support.
our
Give me money.
Yeah.
No,
Money.
no, because like let's quickly talk about a little bit of financial stuff. You don't have to give exacts,
Yeah.
but it's expensive.
It is.
It ain't cheap. It's not free.
It is not free.
So that's why you have to go out, pound the pavement, get some sponsors, pound the dirt rather.
yeah.
Yes.
Get some sponsors. That takes a lot
Absolutely.
Because just the entry alone, like you have to pay
just to show up.
just to
Costs
show up. Not
millions
even
of
talking
dollars.
about fixing the vehicle up or anything.
16,000.
Just to walk through the gate.
Just to
Just to show
register.
up. Yeah.
That's just registration. That's not just even the pay to play, because pay to play you also have the media packages would even be extra, but you have like your different safety things. So you have to pay for your different equipment, like your trackers and
Oh, that's not
whatever.
included in the 16?
No. It's not
It's the
included.
rentals.
So this is like just the barely, not even the trainings or your hotel rooms or whatever to get you there. Even the very basic, like 16 is just like to get your name on the roster.
Yikes.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah, so shout out to that French team.
Yes,
absolutely.
And that was Opt Off Road, Jason,
Yes.
his comment. He said he deleted his comment because it had already been asked. Or already said. So.
What did he ask?
No, it was something about the French team.
Oh,
So
okay.
he was going to say something about them, but
But
good
yeah.
Lord, I look huge in this video. I need to especially when I'm like hanging out and I'm like,
Yeah.
You gotta wear black. It's slimming. You know? That's why I'm,
See, me and Jared.
we
did
knew what
it.
was up. Yeah, come on, all right?
yeah,
The too skinny.
I know. Come on.
But that being said, shout out to Rockjack, who has come to support us financially this year.
Yes.
Awesome.
As they did last year.
Yes.
Opt Off Road, which may be an unwilling sponsor at this
Whether
point.
you liked it or not, yeah.
But I love you,
Sponsorship by
Jason.
marriage.
Opt Off Road.
And the U.S. government for giving my husband a job as well as me a job, so that we have our day jobs to help support my fun, very, very expensive hobby.
Yeah.
Hey, but we don't buy purses.
I don't
Oh,
know.
it's a fair trade.
Purse charms. Purse charms.
Yeah.
Ew. Oh,
Shoes? What's that? No.
I will Hey, I spent some money on shoes, but it's like, okay, what? I need my fanciest pair of Doc Martens. Oh no.
No, but like seriously, let's get into like what do you wear during
Yeah,
the
do you
rally?
have a uniform or like do you have to wear fire suits or anything like that?
No
Flight
fire-
suits.
No. No.
Oh, you guys could get matching flight suits with your names on the back.
That would be
Yes.
pretty rad. I would wear that. It's not required, but you totally could.
We could.
But
Leave us your sizes.
So the only thing you have to wear is the helmet when you're driving off road. They don't require you to wear it on the highway, but you have the driving helmets for off road use, and you have to wear a bib.
A bib?
It's a
vest.
vest.
Oh, it's
okay.
kind of like a
Everything's
in the rally.
Not bib,
Gotcha,
like
gotcha.
I am going to spill food on my.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little messy when you're driving around. You know, you don't
we
wanna-
can get the fancy ones that even have the
Ooh, a little scoop on them.
so that you can still eat all of the things.
Yeah. Well, that's why Ben and I have beards. It just falls in
Yeah.
there. We just
Yeah,
Snacks
it's a
for
food
later.
saver.
Flavor saver.
Yeah.
Hey, what's this? Ooh,
Absolutely.
I recently trimmed mine.
Yeah.
it looks good.
Looking good.
Thanks.
You're not allowed
Very
to wear
dapper.
flip flops, so you gotta wear
Only to the shower. Or
Yeah.
in the shower. Not to the shower. In the shower.
in the shower flip flops.
Oh, you're allowed to bring
Gotta
flip
wear your
flops.
boots to the
Hey,
shower, and then you
You
can
guys
put
need croc
flip-flops.
flops, please.
Sponsor
Do it.
us.
What size are you?
7.
Just send it. You don't have to tell me. Well, okay. Just say it
A
on
very large shoe size for a woman.
there. All right. Slide my DMs.
Wait, whoa! We gave a foot episode. Oh shit! We're gonna get a lot more followers now.
No,
Come
you
on,
guys
bring
need,
them
you need the,
sponsorships.
you need the croc flops. You need croc flops.
Down.
That's what I shower in it when I go to work and I go to the gym and then go to work. There's a shower there.
Yeah.
I use my croc flops.
Okay.
I'm the only one who
That's
uses
fair.
that shower, but yet I still wear flip flops in the shower.
I've been using the Skechers. Skechers have some like machine washable
What?
sandals now. Yeah,
Mine are
they're-
hose
they're
washable.
amazing.
Yeah, exactly.
That's I literally that's usually the level that I'm on.
Okay. Okay.
They're out there, so that's what I was gonna bring. But if someone wants to throw me some croc flops,
Croc flops and flight suits.
Money, dude.
I at least
Absolutely.
I have the flight suit.
Okay.
I have my
Well-
own. We just got new ones for work, so I have my own.
Those like dark blue ones.
No, it's a National Park Service, so it's like a dark green, kind
Maybe
of like
could
the
use some of
forest
that.
green.
What if they
Can
make
you
like
give me
ones
one
that
of
match?
those?
That'd be
you just
dope.
need to volunteer with
That'd be so dope. Flight suits it is.
That would
We'll
be
talk
pretty
after the
sick.
show.
Yeah, I got some flight suits in the
We got some
garage.
flight suits.
to be sick.
We have some old ones from NPS. We might be able
There you
to
go.
retire.
Oh,
Do
there
they have
you go.
Velcro on them? So you
I'll
can put some
take it.
patches?
Yeah,
Hell
oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Now we're
They're,
talking.
they're like
Patches on
literally that's what I use when
Dude.
I go up
I
in
don't-
helicopters.
I don't know that
so.
anybody's worn like a flight suit.
Dude, that'd be rad.
You
That would
guys
be super
so
sick.
comfy.
It's so
That'd be rad. Get your own patches on.
As long as
Name badges.
the temperature difference last year was crazy. So coldest cold.
Oh yeah,
was-
because up in Mammoth is
yeah,
cold.
it was 16 degrees at the coldest. Everything froze.
Whoa.
We couldn't even get water out of their filtration in the morning.
Oh shit.
And then the hottest hot was in Glamis at like 115 degrees. So it's like 60.
Very extremes.
It's very
Literally
extreme.
100 degrees difference.
So whatever you wear, you gotta have a range of clothing.
What's why the flight suit? You
That's a
gotta
flight
open
suit.
it up, let it
Fold
flap
it
a little
down.
bit.
Exactly. That's
Roll
what
it
I'm
up.
saying.
One of the things you have your onesie,
Oh yes,
Oh.
I have my fleece onesie from
which saved
Mammoth.
you.
Yes.
You said multiple
Sleeping,
times.
sleeping at night in my fleece onesie saved me.
How do you guys sleep out there? Do you guys have to like sleep in like
Yes.
a tent?
Intense.
Yeah, it's intense.
It's intense.
No, I need to know because like you guys have to pack down pretty tight, and you have what 2 tents, right?
Small tents.
Yeah,
Yes.
what's the brand for the tents?
Quiecha.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Yeah, sorry.
It's Chinese stuff, but it's good stuff.
They're great. They're pop-up tents. They're kind of similar to like the front runner tents.
Yeah.
How
Good.
they kind of like
Flop open.
and then like almost fold twist accordion in.
Oh, like your windshield visor.
Yeah,
some
a
shade
lot
things?
like that, yeah.
Okay.
But with these ones, whoa, thanks.
Yeah, Daisy's like move.
You're in Daisy's house.
Yeah.
I know.
We're just a
I
guest.
feel you, girl. I feel you. So, anyways, our tents. I feel like why I decided to go with this brand. They're awesome because they have like color coordinated clips.
Yeah.
Oh.
So it's like a twist,
Easy.
fold, and then okay, cool. Here's these 2 clips.
Yeah.
Done.
Nice.
And then you do the next like big burly move to.
Does
like,
it have a
make
pad in it, or what? What kind of like sleeping pad do
I
you have?
have a X-Ped.
I have a Hay Trip. They don't sell it anymore,
I was
but
gonna say
I
Hay
like
Trip.
it. Yeah, Hay is something I got online. It's like a half air, half foam. pad.
Yeah, kind of like an X pad, I guess.
It's exactly
Yeah.
the same thing. Like ours look very similar. Mine just says Hay Trip on it.
yeah.
Yeah.
They're all the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, our setups are very similar, like down to potentially even like same sleeping.
Yeah, so we have the tents and the pads,
Yeah,
the
the
0 degree
degrees.
bags. I have Gorilla Dirt, kind of like a rumple type.
Yeah, throw
blanket.
over.
Oh, yeah, those are dope.
Throw over
What's
the bag.
so quick shout out Gorilla Dirt, because they at
Yes.
least did have like your bag and blanket for last year.
Yeah.
I ended up just wanting to give them my money because they are from
Oh, how nice of you.
Yeah.
yeah, but they're from Murphy's, California, which is right by Sonora, California, which is my other hometown other than Joshua Tree.
Oh, nice.
So these are people that are going
Support.
out. Yeah. They kind of, at least from my standpoint, it seems like they created this whole business around things that they want to do, and they are using it and testing it themselves. So,
That's nice.
and for bags, honestly, like I was looking on Amazon, I spent probably at least hours on the measure of hours looking for a good, decent bag. And then I just kept coming back to Gorilla Dirt, and for the price point, dude, they
They get expensive, yeah.
Yeah.
Not just them, but I mean
we're
in general.
talking about
yeah.
like $60 to $80 for very good quality bags.
Okay, that's not bad.
Yeah.
It's as much as you're going to be spending on Amazon.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
you're going to be getting way better quality. So
Nice.
thanks, Gorilla Dirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, they made me a custom bag last year that matches the wrap on
Oh,
the Bronco.
Oh, that's
Very
dope.
cool.
Yeah, and it has a Joshua Tree on the side, an American flag. It's very,
Oh, rad.
very
and your
patriotic.
name and everything
Has
is
my name on
Really?
it. Yeah.
That's,
that's
really
pretty
cool.
dope.
Yeah,
I
they
got-
came through last year for sure.
I got some of the iron-ons that we have for our bibs for our vests that I'm going to try and put on the bags, but
Yay.
we'll see. If nothing else, I figured that this might be a chance for us to go hang out. I'm like, you guys just seem cool. Like, I want to hang out with the Gorilla Dirt people. Like,
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
can we be friends? Like, I go up to visit family. We go off-roading together.
Yeah.
Friends, so,
Yeah, why not?
Like-minded, you know? Similar interests.
hopefully.
So while we were talking, AIM found out it was a TJ.
Oh, you looked it up.
Okay.
So it's
Thank
similar.
You
It's
for
a-
that.
It's a
Thank you.
1998 Jeep TJ Team 117.
117.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
French team. I love them. I mean, they barely even spoke English, and they got through the rally. It was
That's pretty good.
Yeah, they were incredible. They absolutely deserve that award.
Yeah, and it's honestly like getting through. That's kind of one of the things. Like, just getting through this rally, that's a pretty big feat.
Dude, just to finish? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So good on them.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
We also have another comment. It's the one in the yellow shirt is gorgeous. And that'll be your husband and supporter
We hope. Yeah.
and sponsor.
So Ray thinks
Ray.
I'm ugly.
Wow, Ray. What am I, just chopped liver over here?
I mean,
I don't even know what camera to look at, but this one right here is gorgeous.
This is our
For
life.
women, you
Oh,
can't
yeah.
take us anywhere.
Hey.
from the desert.
I know I should have been wearing the desert stuff
Desert gear.
shirt.
Yeah,
Yeah, do you guys have team shirts?
we do not. Unfortunately.
This costs money.
Is this a source of...
Budget here, man. Go on.
Oh,
So
man.
we made the stickers because they weren't too much of a bite to buy.
Yeah.
But shirts are hundreds and hundreds of dollars.
Yeah, because you got to buy so
You got-
many.
if you're gonna make it profitable, you have to buy at least like 100 shirts.
Yeah, but what about just for
So we
yourselves?
could do some iron-ons.
Like, make your
Like
own.
we did think about kind of trying to do that, but then it's like we aren't, I guess, too late now. But right now, it's just that we got into crunch time where we're like,
Got more
Oh.
important shit to
Oh,
worry
I
you
get
about.
have
it.
to make
Making
sure that
shirts.
your helmet has the right stuff, your tent has the right stuff, your bags are marked the right way, the vehicle has the stuff. We have enough money to actually get us to
Yeah.
to the start line right now.
Yeah.
So
I'm sure you have a checklist a mile long.
yeah,
Jason
which
spilled
we're working
water on it.
Dang, calling them out live. He'll edit that
It's
out.
okay,
Don't
we can
worry.
still read
I'll
it.
I
edit
can
it,
still
yeah.
read it. I can still read it.
We are always down for a challenge.
Yeah.
We will make it through. Challenges ain't nothing.
Yeah.
We got this. So
But I would love to make some shirts because this is like more than a 1-year rally team. We want to do it
Hell yeah.
multiple years and improve together and grow together. We're really excited. So shirts probably in the
Yeah.
future.
For next
Yeah.
next year we'll have
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
But we
Yeah.
have the stickers for now. Maybe we'll work on a merch line so that we can.
Yeah, who
Raise more
knows? I
funds.
mean, maybe we.
Honestly, that sounds like a really dope like pop-up shop. Desert Bells could be like its own brand.
It could be.
Right.
It is kind of
Cool
cool.
name. Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
All desert chick stuff, like
Yeah.
plus the.
Make different designs and
I won't
stuff.
say the team name, but our supporters, our followers, the unofficial.
Hello, rebels.
I don't know what she's talking.
I don't know what she's saying either.
Want me to mute it real quick?
It's okay. He'll edit it out later.
Yeah, totally.
No, but I mean, like, that's cool. I mean, like you said before, it takes a lot of money. It takes a lot of like planning, and it's just you need shirts, and we want to.
You want to?
Yeah, if you
They
guys
just
want
want
to
to
do
buy
I want to
Come
buy a
on,
shirt.
dude.
Damn it!
honestly, even if you just want to do like if you want to spearhead taking on, like we can send you the
Logo.
Imagery.
the logo,
Yeah.
and you could order some of the iron-on stuff. But I think at this point we're like,
You guys are like less than a month out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
We'll-
I think
we'll
you two
have
just need
it-
some individual shirts. I'll work
Yeah.
on that.
But we have our vests, and
do.
we did order for our vests. We have the iron-ons for our team logo,
Okay.
so we will both be repping. Like our names will be on our vests, and
We'll be repping our team.
Yeah.
so I made sure
there'll be
that.
the logos on the vests. So
Awesome.
it'll be good. But yeah, for you guys, if anyone, supporting or coming through, for right now, we got the stickers.
Got the stickers.
That's gonna
No,
be
but you know
probably
what's
as
really
far
cool?
as it's going this year. Though.
If any of our listeners want to get their name on an official Rebel Rally vehicle, you can donate to get your sticker, name, Instagram handle, whatever it is, business name.
Yep.
You can get it. Just don't take the hood because I want the hood. No, but just go to your guys' Instagram.
Yep. Yeah, we
So-
have all
Yep.
the steps. If
Team
you want
Desert Bells.
If you want to get stickers, you want to get a spot on the hood. We even have corporate options. If there's any corporate sponsors listening,
Last minute, hey. You guys have the media package too. I mean, I saw some amazing photographs.
they do an incredible job. They're like storytelling shots. They take shots of you, like your team, your truck,
Like doing stuff.
base camps. Like,
Yeah.
It's so hard because last year we paid for the 70 photos, but we got way more than 70 photos to choose from.
I remember that.
And you have to go through all these photos. Every single one is incredible. And it's just like, what do I pick?
Yeah.
So it's a process for sure.
I remember we were actually next to Joshua Tree on the BLM land
Yeah.
camping.
Yeah, and I was trying to figure
And
out.
you were trying to figure out which pictures
Yeah.
you wanted.
Yeah.
And you were like, got reception at the top of this hill.
Yeah.
You were up there for like a really long time. You and Jason. That was funny.
Just when you think the rally's over,
Yeah.
now you got to be obsessive over pictures.
Yeah. And in the meantime, I was drinking those cut waters, which was a bad
Ooh,
choice.
yeah.
And we've heard that story.
Yeah, we've heard that
I got some
story.
waters in the
Still
fridge.
no,
Ben.
you
want
don't.
a water?
So there it is. The
There it
scar.
is. And I have one right here.
Yeah.
we can get to our
Oh yes.
tasting.
Oh, we can.
Oh, if you want, yeah.
Let's take
So-
let's take a little tasting break, but
We'll
still
take a little-
live.
We're still live, yeah.
Still live. You
Might
guys
be
take
audibly.
us through what you did, where all this is from, and you said you had like a tasting thing.
I'll talk about
Okay.
Pigeon
Yeah.
Forge and
Yeah,
I'm gonna use
you
the
start on
restroom.
that.
and
Yeah,
you get
we'll let-
get the bottle out. So Pigeon Forge. If nobody, have you been there before, Jared?
Pigeon Forge. Where's this?
Tennessee.
Maybe.
Have you heard of Dollywood?
I've been to Dollywood.
Oh,
Oh, wait, no.
There is a
I wanted to go to
Dollywood.
The fuck? Holy shit.
So we did come with a whole case.
So
Yeah.
we went to Junction 35. It is a distillery in Pigeon Forge.
We can keep the box.
Okay.
There for a minute. Is that a good spot?
Yeah, that works. Blocking you a little bit, but it's okay.
It's okay. It's a big box.
It's
a big
just for a
box. I
moment.
mean, we'd have
Make
people
sure
bring-
everyone can see. Anyway,
But that was when we were with Rock Jock for the Bronco Stampede.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But that's just during the day. So at night we got into some shenanigans, and we went to this distillery, And it's just, there's fun. They just do fun tastings. They have a lot of different things to choose from to taste. And every day they do like a different tasting, but this one is their standard and best seller.
Is that moonshine? It's clear.
We do have other ones that are moonshine.
Well, I'm just
This one
curious
is
because
a
that's what I'm just
vodka.
guessing. Oh, it's a vodka.
Yeah, that's a
Oh,
vodka.
okay. You got all different. Okay.
Yeah. And it's an experience, and
Experience?
I promised Allison that she could explain this experience. But yeah, we'll wait till Ben gets
Yeah,
back.
Ben.
But
Do I need multiple glasses here? We got each got a
Everyone
glass.
has their own,
Okay.
so we'll
Okay.
start
Do we
with
need
this.
ice or anything, or is everybody? I,
This is fine to just take a sip first.
okay, just a sipping,
Sprite.
whatever.
Do you want Sprite to cut it?
I feel like just for the sip, and then after that, if anyone wants a drink, I can like throw some
Make
ice
something.
and Sprite in
Okay.
there. So anyways, when we got in, so Jason and Kristen got into Pigeon Forge slightly before me. Because they had a Tremorlander, which they had the Bronco trailered. So they got out there before me. They had their first night out there. They were able to stop. They actually went and got dinner. And they had this tasting. So they picked me up from the airport and they it's on the drive back. They're like, oh, Bam Bam. And I'm like, oh.
You're like,
Okay, cool. Like, Bam Bam. They're like, no, you have to try this. Like, Jason's instantly like, there's this whole thing. Like, I'll tell you when you're drinking it, but like, there's this. It's an experience. It's not just a drink. This is an experience. I'm like, instantly, I'm like,
This is starting to sound like Sex Panther. It's 60% of the time. It works every time.
She's definitely selling me on it. I don't know.
I know.
So, anyways, and this is kind of the first thing. So I'm like, okay, I haven't tried it yet. I have not even seen Pigeon Forge to site whatever. This is my first time in Tennessee. I'm just landing whatever, and I'm like hopping in the freaking Bronco. Like, okay, we're going. So, Bam Bam, gotta try Bam Bam, and I'm like, oh, this already sounds like something I have to get for Ben and Jared. Like,
Not to be confused with Ben and Jerry.
yeah.
Yeah.
yes.
I want to call you that all the time, by the way.
Oh, really?
Ben and Jerry's
Ben and
ice
Jerry.
cream.
I could change my name. I mean, fuck it.
Jared.
Yeah.
Gosh, Jared.
So, anyway, let's see.
So you brought Bam Bam.
So yeah, we have a whole case of stuff, but Bam Bam, this is the one that's going to be signed and set on your guys'
Oh, okay.
table from the Team Desert Bells,
Need a knife there.
and this can be your whole like WTF. Why do you have a vodka sitting on your table of
Oh, this is
Whiskey.
a vodka.
Yeah, that's why I thought clear. I'm like, is it moonshine or what?
Which
So
we
if
do
it wasn't
have some
so
moonshines.
singular, we wouldn't have brought it.
but it's very interesting. So
All right.
anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and pour this.
Okay. Just pass it along here. There we go.
And Raymond said that we're all beautiful people. He's just a little
Thank you,
biased.
Ray.
Don't
Thank you,
smell.
Ray.
Don't smell.
Oh, don't smell it yet?
yet.
Okay,
Just
wait.
set it down.
I'm gonna pull the dust out of this thing.
I just washed it. Get the fuck out of here.
Just a splash.
Just a
I'm a
little
baby.
flash. I'm just a
I
baby.
can smell it even before you. Do you want a little tasty?
Sure. I'll take it.
Oh, I wasn't supposed to smell it.
I know it's hard not
I
to.
didn't
though.
get a
already
whiff.
got
I
it.
didn't get a whiff.
So even as I am pouring it, I am able to smell.
I actually
So-
can't smell it yet.
Picture you are,
Am I looking for
Let's
certain
say-
flavors of?
let's say, like about 10 years old.
You're 10
Wait.
years
Oh,
old.
I'm 10 years old.
Yeah,
drinking.
you're-
Drinking
Picture,
vodka.
bring
Get myself
yourself
back to 10 years old.
You're not drinking vodka. You're
No.
10 years
Okay,
old,
okay.
man.
So we are
Okay.
sitting here. We're about maybe 10 years old. It's a Saturday morning.
Cartoons.
Yep.
Oh,
You're going to be
alright.
sitting down on the couch watching your cartoons.
Fruity Pebbles. Oh wait, did I just ruin it?
Lucky
you did,
Charms.
but it's okay.
Yeah,
Because we
you're
still love
accurate.
you.
No, because that's like literally what I would eat. I would eat the Fruity
Yep.
Pebbles
So, yep.
or Fruit Loops.
You are sitting on the couch, 10 years old, Saturday morning. Take a sip.
I
You
can't.
can either
Sip?
sip or shot, whatever. Just it's
Oh my
sippable.
god, it smells like Fruity Pebbles.
Yep, you can go ahead and smell.
I swear to God, I didn't smell it before I said that. That was total coincidence.
So it's definitely vodka. Let me go ahead and take the.
But it does have that
You can
like
smell
a fruity smell to it now.
Yep.
Now I'm curious what
Down-
gives it that taste.
down to the coating on your teeth.
Yeah, a little
This is
aftertaste.
the bottom
Malty.
bottom of the bowl.
Yeah, all the
super
filmy.
flavorful.
Yeah.
Drink the milk.
Yeah, the milk. Yeah,
How did they do this? This is a clean.
I don't want to know.
It's gonna really.
they actually use Fruity Pebbles.
They really do.
Yeah, they do.
What?
Yeah.
Oh,
Like a
Bam
Mac?
Bam.
Yep.
Yeah, Bam
Bam
Bam.
He's a
Bam.
character from.
Yep.
Oh my god.
It's all coming
And
together.
you
Yes.
see how it's all colorful.
Yes.
Oh, like Fruity Pebbles?
Yes.
How do they?
Dude,
That is actually
you pour
delicious.
Pour that over ice with some Sprite.
Can I just pour that in my Fruity Pebbles and then just eat my Fruity Pebbles and watch cartoons in the morning now?
Up to your discretion.
Which that would
I
be
mean-
further at her.
But
We have a few breakfast
just so
alcohols.
just so you're aware, you can only buy this in Pigeon Forge. They,
Oh, for real?
They do not sell this on the internet.
Can I see that bottle?
Are you
it.
serious?
Yeah, so if you want to get a bottle,
I got to
Do
drive
you-
out to.
Do you have
Pigeon
a
Forge?
Do you have like a silver Sharpie
I might actually. Yeah.
I was thinking
Show
about
them
that
the
for
black.
color.
Yeah,
For signing.
on the back. The
Yeah, I think I have
black.
like a silver one on my desk.
Yeah, dude, that's delicious.
it blew me away.
Super tasty.
And that's
I
show
don't
the
like
camera.
vodka, but this was actually
it's an experience
Good.
for sure.
Bam Bam.
Bam, bam.
All right.
and it all makes sense now.
All makes
It's
sense.
actually kind of tasty. That could be dangerous though.
It's sticky too because there's a little bit of dribble on the backside, so there's got to be
Some
sugar,
sugar
in
in
it.
there. Yeah.
Look at that ingredients.
Orange, lemon, and cherry combined with sugary cereal notes for a drink that's intensely fruity and recognizable down to the milk at the bottom of the bowl.
Yes.
That's what it says on the back label.
Absolutely.
That's right.
Dude, that's rad. So, if you want to get on the podcast and try out a sip of this Bam Bam,
Yep. 80 proof. All right.
come on the pod.
Dude, this is actually interesting. All right.
But if anybody is ever going to Pigeon Forge, this distillery had so many different, like moonshine, whiskey, vodka. They had
Oh, a little of every. Is it all Fruity Pebble flavored? No.
no, like,
yeah.
and every day the tasting is different. They'll like cycle.
What's the name of the distillery?
Distillery 35?
Okay. Okay. So if you're in Tennessee, who do we know in Tennessee?
My friend was in Tennessee.
Yeah.
Maybe he knows about it already.
I know. I was thinking. Yeah.
We went,
Adam.
we went to a different place, but Clancy's not in Tennessee, but he's close.
He's close. He can make a trip down there. Come on, Clancy. Make
Come on,
a run for
Clancy.
us.
Why aren't you watching right now? Maybe he's lurking.
He
Let's
is
look at
probably
that.
lurking.
That's what I do when I watch live stuff. I just
Oh, yeah.
lurk.
Yeah,
You want them to know you're watching? Nope.
No.
that's awesome. So, do you feel like you are prepared for the rally?
I mean, when you're taking on something that hard,
Ever
are you
prepared.
Are you prepared? Like ever? Like you can never be prepared for like plot twists. You know.
Yeah.
Practically, yes. I feel very prepared. We've done all the practicing. We work well together in the car. We have fun together, which is
That's huge.
it
That's
is
the most
huge.
important.
Yeah.
I didn't place much importance on it last year, but I'm having like so much fun this year. It's so much fun. And yeah, everything's just comfortable. The truck has been running good besides our mishap in the dunes.
But you learned something from
It was
that.
alerting.
Well, we did learn, and it was a really good team building experience.
go.
Because what happened was we had some new parts we were prototyping on the Bronco, and it ended up contacting the brake lines.
Ooh,
So
not good.
the brake lines started leaking, and we're at the top of a sand dune, and the Bronco is lighting up like a Christmas tree, telling me that all of these systems are failing, and
No
they all
way.
have to do with the brakes.
It's the ABS system.
ABS, it said check brake system, downhill assist wasn't available, collision assist wasn't available.
Yeah, we
so
have
That's
a
all
whole,
ABS.
we have
Everything.
like
It's all
a,
ABS.
I don't even know
all-
how long of a video.
yeah,
of
I have a
all
long
of the-
video of all of the errors that were popping up, and honestly, after last
Meanwhile,
year,
this is
yeah.
popping up as
Yeah.
we're on the dunes,
Yes, on top of
and
the
the
dune.
vehicle is reading. This is the vehicle. We know that whatever. Just the vehicle is reading 131
Yeah, outside.
degrees
Yeah.
Oh,
Fahrenheit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
131 degrees.
So we're outside of the vehicle in that temp
Rad.
trying to diagnose
Yeah.
this issue.
What's going on? And instantly, like, we popped the hood and I'm like, I don't ever remember the brake fluid being low. It wasn't low, but it wasn't at the max point anymore, and that was unusual for it. So I was like, that's not normal.
It was like halfway between max and min.
Yeah.
It's
so
not just slightly under. Like, this is brake fluid.
Yeah.
Halfway on a 2022 Bronco.
Yeah, it shouldn't be getting that low.
It should never be that
Well, that's a
low.
pressurized like system.
Yeah.
It's like a,
Yep.
So I was under the impression if we had a problem, it'd be in the front because that's where a lot of our prototyping was going on.
Gotcha.
But I looked up there. We both looked. We didn't see anything. I don't know why, but at the moment I was just thinking of what it could be, and I totally ignored the back. I didn't look at the back, and I don't think Allison checked the back either. I think we were fixated on the front.
Yeah.
And so it's still going off. It's making all these noises, and I'm just like, I'm not completing these training exercises because they were doing downhill sand
Yeah, and
dunes.
no brakes is a bad thing.
This is like teaching you how to not mess up your front end
Yeah.
by having a hard
Control.
impact.
Yeah.
having control.
Having a
downhill.
controlled descent when you're at a steep angle.
Yeah,
I
and I
think
was like,
that's about the angle.
I don't feel comfortable doing this exercise with my Bronco saying that my brakes aren't working.
Yeah, that'd be bad.
Which, I mean, granted, we did sit up there and we had a discussion about it. Like,
Yeah.
do we want to
Yeah,
do we do this?
yeah. So we both decided no. It wasn't the wisest thing to do.
Smart.
Yeah. So we went back, and eventually we found out that the caliper bolt was loose,
So,
so it leaked.
was it in the rear?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was in the back.
so we had this issue come up the first time after they were having us do a loop where you descend a dune, ascend the dune.
Yeah.
And you have to make sure that you have a lot of power to get
Momentum
back
to
up.
get up it,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So everything's fine going down. We're kind of waiting, whatever, and we get back up. And that's the first time that this comes on. This message comes on to the vehicle saying that there's some kind of a brake issue. We're like, okay. So we go. We kind of like, well, it seems very localized. Let's not freak out. If this comes up again, let's reassess the situation. So, okay, whatever. We do the loop a few more times. We're doing our training. She does it a couple times. I do it a couple times. We go around. And then we go back to base camp. And then we go back out later on. Yeah.
Yeah.
We go back to base
It
camp.
was the second time.
Go back out pretty much right after that.
It was
And then do a bigger one.
bigger. So in the afternoon they step it up. So they
So
start
we're like,
small.
okay.
Get used
Start-
to it.
Yeah, they start small, then they get bigger.
So, yeah. So then we're doing this bigger one. And we don't even descend the first time. We ascend. We get up there. And the vehicle not only has that same code, not code, but the same message it was saying the first time of something about like the brake system failure or something
Check
like that.
brake system is what
It was
said.
okay.
Yeah.
It was like it was something that sounded like pretty urgent.
Yeah.
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 Like,
especially
okay.
the noise it was making.
Yeah, and we're like,
Oh, you can
it's
hear
okay,
it?
Betty. Like, just Betty, tell us if you really need us to do something.
Right,
And Betty's
yeah.
like, y'all gotta do something now. And we're like, okay, we hear you. Thank you for talking. to
Yeah,
us. So yeah, we're trying to figure out the situation. We're sitting on top of this dune. It's 131. We don't quite figure out the issue while we're up there. We end up having it be they had us break for a few hours in the heat of the day. It was
Perfect
like,
time to
yeah,
work.
Yeah.
It was like a
Right in the middle of the heat,
It was
yeah.
like a 3-hour break, but it was supposed to be like go back to your hotel room, like take a shower, cover yourself in ice, like just
cool
go,
down,
just go do an
relax.
ice bath for 3 hours,
Yeah.
and then come back.
Yeah.
Sure.
No, we laid in a parking lot instead.
Black asphalt of an AutoZone parking lot.
Oh shit, really?
For 3 hours.
Wow.
Jeez.
But we diagnosed the issue, made our trail repair, got ourselves back out, and finished that training.
Oh, props.
Yeah, that's good.
Yep.
It was a good
So we
team
didn't
building
get our- yep.
exercise. Yeah, we
And
decided.
it really was, because I think that that's a great segue. We did have a question come in earlier.
Oh.
what is your biggest fear
Oh yeah.
regarding the rally?
Oh, yes.
Anonymous
Yeah.
question.
So my biggest fear after last year is engine codes. That
Really?
is my biggest fear after last year, because I dealt with 3 days of engine codes last year.
Really?
Yeah, and it was a faulty wiring harness from factory. I didn't know it at the time, but we went through like 3 days of diagnosing and limp mode and the engine dying like
During the race?
during the rally last
rally,
year.
yeah.
Yep, for 3 days, and it was maddening. It was just, I didn't know what was wrong. It wouldn't run right. I couldn't see anything physically wrong with it. The mechanics couldn't find anything physically wrong with it. They needed a Ford mechanic and a diagnostic diagram of all the wiring to figure out the problem.
Just to try and pinpoint it?
Yeah, and they did that. Props to the mechanics team at the Rebel Rally. Like, they went above and beyond for our team last year, for me and Avis. Like, we just dug into that.
Yeah, the Bronco was fairly new at the time, too.
Yeah,
So
it's a
nobody
20
really knew
yeah.
what the hell to do with it.
Yeah, that was the problem. They're like, this is such a new vehicle. Like, we don't know. Like, we don't know what to do. And I'm like, okay, well, we'll figure it out. So it was 3 days of going to the mechanics and not finishing our checkpoints because it would start dying, stuff like that. It was really frustrating. But, you know, we weren't going to jeopardize our safety to, like, finish chasing checkpoints.
Yeah.
So it was frustrating last year. And at the end, they found it was a wiring harness from
That
factory.
sucks.
Nothing on the outside of that wire harness.
The
was damaged.
insulation.
Yeah, none of the insulation was damaged. It was perfect. It was only when they opened it up and there's like 20 to 30 wires in that main wiring harness.
Mm-hmm.
One of them had like a little tiny burn mark on it.
Smallest little pinhole.
Probably like a section of wire, like
all that-
an inch or two long.
Like even
Yeah.
even someone that's like experienced and used to trying to go through assessing your own kind of like wire
Who would have seen
electrical
that?
damage.
Yeah, I would
like
never.
Yeah.
it's not even just like
It's a nightmare.
Yeah.
Trying to
not
track
just
shit down like that.
Yeah.
unwinding it. It was just the smallest little like bloop. It's just
Yeah.
like a little freckle.
Yeah. It
Just
was
cute
so
little-
small. I actually laughed
cute little
when
freckle.
they found it. They're like, oh, this is it. I'm like, you're joking.
I couldn't even
right?
imagine.
Yeah.
Like, you're joking. And they're like, no, this is it. Absolutely. They cut it off and they showed me it was like a section, like a few inches long, that had gotten worse day after day after day.
That built up through
Yeah.
there, yeah.
Was it arcing or like what was it doing?
It was just, there's a pinhole burn on it, and that basically as I was using the Bronco and going over bumpy terrain, it was getting bigger and bigger, and that's why the symptoms got worse and worse. Because it was the main, like, power harness wire. It wasn't like some like minor wire. It
little
was
turn
like,
signal
your
light or
main-
Yeah,
something
computer.
it
dumb.
was for like the camshafts and stuff like that.
Oh, shit.
That was the error that I was getting. And I remember the first day we went in, Nick, I love you, Nick, if you're listening.
Nick
Yep, he said, well, basically, it could be nothing, or your engine could catch on fire.
That's all.
Two extremes.
And, you know, I just love him because, like, I wasn't taking a penalty at that point. He was just answering a question, but he has to be diplomatic when he answers things. So he's like, it could be this, it could be this, you know? So, but that was last year. That is my biggest fear for going in this
Yeah,
year. I don't want to see engine codes. And I thought it was funny that we got to go through basically an exercise of not engine codes, but they were
Still
codes.
Codes. come
Yeah.
on.
They were
Codes.
You get
at
them out of the
top
way in
hill.
training versus
Yeah.
in the middle of the
So
race.
we got this out of the way in
Perfect.
training, and Allison even witnessed me having some PTSD from that.
Yeah.
And I cried a little bit. I was like, I just wanted to have a clean
again.
rally this year, and then we figured it out. It was such like it was a team building moment.
Yeah, that's huge. When, like, you get that
overcoming
relief.
adversity. That's
Yeah,
what it is.
It is, yeah. Overcoming the unknown. Like, I'm afraid of engine codes, but like, we can do it. Yeah.
Yeah, there's been a few times that I've almost started to regret it, but I feel like at least one of our team mottos has become no bad days.
No
Yeah.
bad days.
That's good.
We can have days that we are very challenged.
Yeah, shit's
We
going to
can
happen,
have some
but
rough days. But it's only going to be a bad day if you aren't trying to learn from it. If you aren't looking at the issues that you're having, figuring out what went wrong, what things can you change, what can you not, what are you accepting, what are you putting in more work for. So yeah, no bad days. But yeah, that was one of the days that definitely was
Probably the hardest.
a little bit more challenging. But we're sitting out there and we're trying to figure out the issue as we're in the middle of the dunes, in the middle of a training, trying to figure out, okay, this is bringing up PTSD for her for last year's rally and how much time and effort she put in to just be in the situation that it's like you're helpless. Like, it's not about, oh, are you, how well do you know your vehicle? How well do you know your job? How well can you do your trail repairs, whatever? Like, that was completely out of your control. So to have this be,
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, we could do something.
how far
Yeah.
how far are we into this?
Yeah.
And then to figure it out, and it's like, oh no, we can do something.
Yeah.
And then we did.
Oh, yeah, it
And
felt
then we
good.
went back out
Yeah.
and we slayed.
And
it was great.
Yeah, and I was prepared. Like, we had all the tools and the fluids even, like, in the car.
You
Like, we
had dot fluid.
Yeah, I had dot fluid for the race.
Oh,
So I
it
was
was
like,
beautiful.
I was prepared. And
Nice.
Yeah,
it was,
we
was nice.
purchased nothing at
Nothing.
AutoZone. AutoZone was very helpful to us. They tried to call other mechanics. My big thing was like, we were not in need of a mechanic at that point. We were in need of some kind of help for the brake line. Is what we thought. And
we
this
thought
was
the brake
before,
line was broken.
and
So you
this
need
was
that-
before I had figured out, or before we figured out
Yeah.
exactly where the leak was happening in the brake line. So we thought that we needed to replace it. And then we thought that replacing it, if we were to need to replace the brake line, it would be until Monday before they could even order a part in that area.
Yeah.
So,
Because
and this
we were
is
in
a
Yuma.
Saturday, Sunday. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay.
We were in
So-
Yuma.
Yeah. There's not
Yeah.
much out there.
Oh, you were
yeah.
in Yuma, Arizona?
Yeah.
That's where our hotel was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We were
So, yeah.
training in Glamis and we hoteled it
Okay.
in Yuma. 'Cause it's really the closest
Yeah.
thing.
So
There's a
AutoZone
Cracker
was very
Barrel.
helpful.
Sorry. Side note. I
If you're going through Yuma,
recently.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's actually a prison brewing company.
There's a
Oh, we
prison
do?
down there. That's why.
Which we were staying, our hotel happened to be right across from the prison.
Oh, it must have been glassy
Which-
joints.
It was actually a nice, it was like one of the chain hotels.
Oh,
It was
okay.
a
Like
nice
a
hotel.
Ramada.
Prison.
But if
Yeah.
anything, this is
Comfort
if-
in.
when in Yuma,
Hey.
go to the Yuma. It was at the, I think it was like the Prison Brewery or something
I'm
like that.
Prison Hill Brewery? Maybe?
Yes,
Prison something.
that
brewery.
sounds. Anyways, if you're in
Great
Yuma, look
people.
up the brewery and it
Not
was
to be
good.
confused with the prison
Yeah. No.
itself.
Yeah,
Don't knock it on that
Don't
door.
Google
Yeah.
it and try to go to the prison.
Yeah, we shared
But
a
the food-
elote brisket bowl.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was so good.
Really good. It was super tasty.
Alright.
Anyways, they had good food, good beer, good vibes. So if you're in Yuma, you at least have a reprieve of going to the brewery.
All right. A little
Save
plug for
yourself.
Yuma, man. Shoot.
Yeah.
But when in Yuma,
I know.
we have a when in anywhere that we've gone to train.
Yeah.
Ridgecrest, when in Ridgecrest. We got sushi in Ridgecrest.
Ooh, that's brave.
That's brave.
Desert
That's
Bells.
team building exercise right there.
Yeah.
We survived.
Where you're holding each other's hair later.
Yeah.
We had a whole conversation because this was like the first night of the 2-day training for that one, and we're like, well, if something happens, at least we're at a spot that the majority of the other competitors are also happening to eat at.
Yeah.
Were they all eating the sushi though?
We were all eating
Okay,
the
okay.
sushi,
Yeah.
so it was either that or Indian food.
If we're all,
So
if
it's like,
I'm going
ooh.
down, we're all going down. Yeah.
So yeah, it was like
yeah, that could go bad either
Indian
way.
food or sushi. You pick your poison, literally.
Wow, there's some options right there, man.
Yeah, I
So
love
luckily
Indian
we
food,
survived
don't get me wrong.
that, and that was not one of the when in Ridgecrest issues.
That was always fun.
So, your biggest fear?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said my
Oh.
biggest fear. What's your biggest fear
Okay,
about that?
honestly, my biggest fear is disappointing you,
Oh.
Kristen.
Gosh.
So
You could
I'm
never
not
disappoint
crying, you're crying.
me. You could never disappoint me, Allison.
Anyways, so the big thing for me with the Rebelle, so it's been a dream of mine for years now. I've been looking and like, oh yeah, this seems like super cool, and oh yeah, I'm tough. I know a few things about navigation, and now here I am as a competitor in the 2024 Rebelle Rally.
Yay!
Yay!
So yeah, no, I'm really excited. We've kind of tried to set it as, our team goals instead of having it be super unrealistic or anything like a number. We aren't trying to say like where we're trying to place. This is,
Norm's
once
already
again-
established that.
Well,
We're gonna do our best, Norm.
Yeah.
We're trying. Granted, like I said, if we podium, she's gonna probably have to like roll me up it. I'm not gonna function. I'm just gonna be a puddle. Like I'm not gonna know how I'm going to be there. So that's just not even. I'm not saying that I'm not. Anyway,
That's not your goal, but that would be awesome.
It would be
Yes,
awesome. We all
exactly.
dream
Not
of
saying- yes.
podium.
yeah,
It's not. It's fair. It's,
Yeah,
exactly.
I forgot even where I was at now. I'm just like picturing me like. Biggest fear. Oh, there we go. Oh yeah, no, that brought it back real quick. I know exactly where
Yeah.
I'm at now. Okay, biggest fear. Yeah. It's I understand a lot of the mechanics. I understand what is asked of me in general as a navigator. I understand, yes, that there is a lot, whatever, there's challenges, nothing has to, everyone's human. My big thing is like, yeah, I don't think that it would be possible, but I don't want us to be the team that randomly ends up like 4 hours in the opposite direction of where we're supposed to be going. I don't want us to be the team that is like, oh, if you just would have done this, everything would have been fine. Like there's a lot of pressure of like, when you don't have that GPS and you don't see that little blue dot of where you're at.
Yeah,
And
that
when
comfort.
you need to be making those decisions of like either telling her, yes, go this way, or yes, press that button, and all of your points for all of your effort of everything that you've been training for an entire year, and all of that money of not just your personal stuff, but your spouses, your partners, your family, your friends, your sponsors, everyone. If you say, oh yeah, press that button, and if you aren't in the right spot, it's on me.
That's a lot. That's a heavy weight.
It happens to be a little bit of pressure.
It's a lot of pressure, but I'm right there with you, and that's why we're doing the navigation like training together.
Exactly.
That's the thing too, like that takes the pressure off, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to be the driver, but that doesn't mean that I won't take advice from you as another driver.
Yeah.
You are
Yeah.
the navigator, but you will take advice from me as a second pair of eyes as a navigator. And that's really the team dynamics that make it less so. Because we're sharing the burden.
Exactly.
It's not just on you, it's on both of us.
Yeah.
Will you give
So-
her like the kind of like a heads up, like, hey, this is kind of the areas we're going to be going, so you have a basic,
Constantly.
yeah, so you have like already have an
Any-
idea where you're supposed to go
Yeah.
anyway.
Anytime we're stopped, whether or not I know that she's looking at me or not, I can have it be that I know that she's not even looking. She's doing her own thing. But I'm always going to be talking out loud. I'm always going
Yeah.
to be pointing the map toward her. I'm going to be drawing the line, the route that we want to take on the map with my finger so that she can be saying it.
Okay.
I want her to be understanding
Yeah,
what's
all
going
on the same
in
page.
my brain
Yeah.
as much as I can. Because it's a mess up here, so she can understand it even a little bit.
Yeah.
It helps us. And like I was even saying right before the podcast with Ben, in our vehicle, we don't say left or right.
Yeah, we do not.
What do we say instead?
Driver, passenger.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I am dyslexic.
That would be
Yeah, it's a problem.
It's a problem.
Yeah.
The numbers like to dance around on me. The directions, my brain doesn't, I know, I can see the map in my head and I know where I want us to go. But I might say right
while you're
when it's
you-
supposed to be left.
Oh.
when I'm
But
in
you
the
can
vehicle,
translate it in driver
I don't
passenger, no
mess
problem.
up. I don't mess up driver passenger.
All right.
So we have found our way around like those kinds of things.
Yeah. Plus,
But it's also like, yes, with the navigation, it's like, okay, well, I have this checkpoint plotted on the side of this hill, and we're both looking, and it's like, there's no way.
yeah, no, like
There's no way.
you can't
It's-
drive there. If you can't drive there, Emily wouldn't put a checkpoint there.
Which she will sometimes have you get out of your vehicle
Sure.
and walk a little bit.
Absolutely,
So it's not
but
that
not-
it's like
yeah.
so unobtainable.
Yeah.
But if it's on the middle of a cliff face that
Yeah,
you
it's
are
not too
not
likely.
even,
No.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take another minute. I'm gonna replot,
Yeah, why not?
and then we're gonna find out. Oh wait, sorry, it's actually on the other side of the mountain. It's like, can you drive me over there real quick? And she does, and she does a lovely job at it.
Yeah. Well, plus you describe
Reroute.
the terrain. She'll be like, "Oh, we're looking for these features that look like this," and she'll say. Sometimes she will try to
Little
use
landmarks.
She'll try to use left or right, and she'll be like, "So on the left, we'll have some features," and I'm
But
like,
you
"All
can-
the features are on the right." So I'm like, Allison, like,
Sure. You got the map upside down.
yeah. So
Which is
no,
another issue.
which we have.
No shit,
you know,
really?
you write north on
'Cause you
all
fold
of
it.
you fold the map. So you got to
Oh.
start
You have a
writing
map
north
that's
on
like
all.
this big.
We're north.
Oh, I see what you mean. So,
Yeah.
And I have
like
to
each
have it
fold, you have to
instead.
have it recompassed out almost. Okay.
Yeah. So you just have to point where north is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Go that way.
literally just an
Yeah.
N or even an arrow.
Yeah.
Showing.
So her like communicating terrain the whole time helps a lot, because if she says we're looking for these type of features and we're going to turn left, I'm going to be like, "No, Allison, I think you mean we're going to be turning right." And she's like, "Yep.
Yeah,
It's not
that-
even like
You know what
it's
I
not
mean.
even it's not even a problem. It's just like a check. I'm just like,
Yeah.
So we're going to right. Yep. Passenger. Yep.
Just
Passenger.
making sure you're
Okay.
paying attention, Yeah.
So it's never like a contention. It's like just something we know about each other, and it's great.
That's right. Yeah. In each other's head.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
the map.
Yeah.
we talked about, some of your biggest fears and stuff like that, but what are you most excited for in the Rebelle? Is it a certain section of the course? I mean, I know you don't know the course, but what are you most excited for going into this season?
Rookie. Come on. I want to know what you're looking forward to as a rookie.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
your rookie year. It's your
You've already
first
seen it.
time.
Yeah.
I mean, it's different every year, but
It doesn't even have to be about the race. If it could be about the people you meet or whatever. It's rally.
I am. So this to me is something I have so thrown myself into this. Like I mean, not to take away from you, because I know you threw yourself into it as well last year. But it's still like, you guys have like your off-road like company, like you're kind of in, at least
Immersed into it a little bit already.
You're in it.
sure. Yeah.
And for me, I'm like, wait, hey guys, like
A
I
whole
guess
new
I'm
thing.
here now. Like, how did this happen?
Here I am.
It's very exciting in general, just to have it be that I'm a part of the rally and I'm competing.
That's actually pretty rad.
So for me, just like showing up is a really big part of it. But overall, kind of why I'm doing it, it's to prove to myself. Like I've gone through some rough different field experiences, field courses for geology to get my degree, different off-roading trips and whatever. And yes, like I just love being out there and exploring and having challenges and overcoming all that stuff. But this is for me. When it really boils down, that's what the Rebelle is about. It's not about like, yes, okay, it's of course like showing off, for your sponsor parts and all this, whatever. It really it's a much more personal experience than I feel like a lot of the other rallies or races would even be. So I'm the most excited about showing up, giving it my best, and seeing where I place. So that's where I'm at and what I'm excited about.
That's good.
Yeah.
Oh, good stuff.
So what about you?
What about you?
Yeah.
don't know. It's a very similar feeling. I can't wait to feel the competition, but also being around the whole community. And Allison has felt this a little bit practicing. But when we're practicing together, you feel this camaraderie. You know, you just have this like competitive, but also super helpful, friendly community. I just can't wait to get back with all those rebels again. Every single one of them has helped me in some way or another. Last year when I had my engine troubles, like Laura came through getting a code reader for me. Melissa was the one that had the code reader. I had a really bad morning and I started crying, and this competitor like came and like hugged me and
Just
told
comforted,
me,
yeah.
So it's just like this whole like community. I just can't wait to be just immersed in that community again, because your cell phone is taken away. You're out in this beautiful area, off-roading every single day for at least 10 hours. I mean, if that isn't a dream, what is?
Right.
Like, I get to do this thing that's just
Very few
incredible.
people get to do.
Exactly. I feel privileged.
Yeah.
Like, I don't take this for granted at all. And it just excites me. And this is only my second year, but yet last year I was so excited. This year, I'm like more excited because I know exactly what I'm getting into this year. It's challenging. It's refreshing. Like, you want to challenge, you want to build on yourself as a person. Like, the Rebel Rally like helps you do that.
It'd be cool too, being your second year doing it.
Yeah.
So you're getting a different perspective on it now. Before, like the first time you're going in, just like,
Yeah, just
what's
try not to drown.
yeah.
basically.
And now you're like, okay, now I can take in a little bit more of it.
Exactly.
And stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. So this year I feel like I'll be able to take in more, not so much worry about the format and what I'm expected to do. We have our roles very placed, and I feel very comfortable, but flexible at the same time. Like, we've talked about scenarios, and we have backup plans if something fails, you know. So I feel like we're prepared and excited. And
Do you have an extra wiring harness in the truck this time? Or
Brake lines.
Yeah,
I
brake
know
lines maybe.
exactly, I know exactly
Where to
that,
look.
if I see camshaft actuator failures again, I know exactly where to look in that wiring harness. I can be like, it's right there.
I got it.
Yeah.
So, and saying that, also, I'm looking forward to learning. The Rebel Rally is just learning. Anything.
Oh, yeah. Always something new.
Learning about navigation, learning about your vehicle, learning about terrain and how to read a map. Like, you're learning something every single day. So that knowledge is just priceless. So, yeah.
Absolutely.
So I have a question about food because I'm hungry.
Yeah, we did not.
We didn't touch on that yet.
Yeah, I think that's why.
Yeah.
I think this is going to either make you very happy or very sad.
Oh.
So, I mean, I know a little bit about, but our audience may not know. When you go out there, it's not like you're packing all of your food in your vehicle for the whole 10 days or
Not
whatever
the whole
it is.
thing.
No.
But so tell me a little bit about the food situation.
Sure. We have a Michelin star chef that comes and cooks for
The fuck?
us. Every
He's
breakfast.
up to, I think he might be 3 stars.
Oh, is he? Okay.
No.
He's a 3-star chef now?
So with Michelin stars, it's that it is like more or less the chef that usually gets it. And the chef could be associated with the restaurant. But anyways, this guy has now been awarded 3, or at least multiple. I won't say 3, but I think it's 3.
Let's hype him up. He's got 3.
He's
Yeah.
got,
Come on now.
anyways, who has
4.
multiple. He has been awarded. He's gotten this award multiple times, is what it's saying. And it's a worldwide like competition.
Yeah.
that happens every year. So this guy has been like at the forefront of the culinary experience
And
for
he's
multiple
setting
years.
that up for you guys in the middle of
And
the
he's
desert
doing it-
and nowhere.
Yeah.
He's just passionate about
Not
the
just the
Rebel
middle
Rally.
of the desert, like multiple different spots.
Yeah.
Yeah, he kind of
He resets
up
up
with you
his
and-
kitchen.
Yep.
wow.
Remote cooking and holding that.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I can't say holding necessarily like the level. Like there's not a Michelin.
Do you get a menu? Like this is
no.
what tonight, ladies. We are.
It's a-
We did
Yeah.
get to put in
Request.
we finally had our documents come available to us where if you do have a dietary restriction,
Oh,
you can
okay.
put that in.
Yeah,
But,
they try to accommodate if they can.
yeah, but it's okay. Neither of us are
Just tomatoes.
Too picky.
Yeah, you do.
I can't eat tomatoes. That's the only thing.
You can't, or you
Won't.
don't like to.
The experience makes me not like it.
Got it. So,
But did you
can
see
do
the new
tomato
Tums
paste?
commercials? It makes me think of you every time.
No.
They have, it's actually these people. It's a Tums like rapid thing. I forget what it is.
And you thought of me?
I did, because they're out in the middle of the dunes.
Oh, are they?
And they're like, oh, if your stomach is upset and you're out and you don't even have like any water, which I'm like, wait, why are you out and you don't have any water? Anyway,
Yeah, that's not, yeah.
Besides the point.
if you're out trying to die, your stomach can be saved without any water.
Oh.
And it's just these like quick, like rapid release tablets that you just like put on your mouth.
Okay,
And
I'll have to get some of those for the round.
you don't need any water.
They're hydrating tablets.
No, Tums.
Oh,
It's a
Tums? Hydrating
stomach-
Tums?
Not hydrating.
Like, you don't need water.
It's just
to
that you
take
don't
them.
need
Oh,
water.
you don't need water
Yeah.
to actually.
Yeah.
I see. I thought they were.
I get it, Allison. Every time I see an AARP commercial, I always think of Jared.
Yeah. Of course.
Yeah, Tums, Kristen, the tomatoes.
Same thing.
Same thing.
Same.
Yes. So he doesn't cook for you the whole time, but is it just like dinners? Does he do breakfast? Does he?
Yes.
Breakfast and dinner. And if we're lucky, he'll make us lunches for packing.
To-go bags?
Oh.
To-go bags, like wraps and stuff like that.
Wow.
So, but sometimes it's more like snacking stuff, like beef sticks and like celery sticks, carrots, granola bars.
While you're driving, just shit you can.
Yeah, because
quick,
I mean,
easy.
you could pull over and boil some water and make a mountain house meal, but like
Takes away your time.
honestly, that's just not practical during the rally. Time management is a huge factor. So if you can eat something while you're driving, all the better. So.
Yeah.
And especially with something like celery, it's that you are hydrating, eating, and still
Smart.
continuing.
So you have a
what you
food
eat.
plan, is what you're saying.
A flexible
Yeah,
food plan.
always.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
But
no
on
like bags of
marathon
Doritos.
nights, on marathon nights when we do not have our Michelin star chef,
Yeah, lovely.
Marathon night was
What is it? What's a marathon night?
Ooh, would you like to?
I can try. Feel free to chime in if I mess this up.
Okay, go for it.
So the marathon nights are the nights that the teams are away from base camp. So typically, yes, we have this whole base camp where we do have our Michelin star chef. We have there's usually like some showers set up
Bathrooms.
and bathrooms and
Oh, porta potties.
yeah.
I mean, they're on the road.
Yeah.
Yes, it's very
yeah,
remote.
yeah.
But hey, you don't have to dig a hole. Someone's already, you just have to go
Bonus,
kinda
yeah.
hover. And that's fabulous. So there are some nights that you are not necessarily going to be at the base camp. You are going to be in more remote locations. And those are called the marathon nights. So it's that you're typically going to be staying within the same area. Like last year, it was Johnson Valley was a marathon night area, right?
It was, yeah.
So it's that you're going to be out in a more remote area. You are not checking into base camp at night. You are kind of out on your own. You still have an area that you are responsible for being within. So you aren't just like unaccounted for out in the middle of the desert. You are within a certain.
But you can find your own
parameter.
campsite.
Yeah.
So what they did last year was they had a checkpoint. They had a green or blue checkpoint. I don't remember, but it was a marked.
One of the easier.
It was a marked checkpoint, and they said you could camp within, I think it was 5 kilometers of that checkpoint.
I don't.
Oh,
Is that like a
5 kilometers.
You got us on the kilometers again. so-
That's a solid.
So it was a distance. It was a good distance. It's not like you had to be right on top of the checkpoint. You had a good distance, but everybody likes to kind of congregate together.
Yeah.
So
And those nights you are cooking for yourself.
yes,
Yes, but I don't think. Have you ever known anyone to actually cook a meal?
yes. Some people
Oh.
bring actual meals to cook.
Whoa.
I've been very impressed with those individuals. They brought things to like cook on a skillet.
Oh, not even
No,
just like you were
we
saying,
found
mountain
that.
houses, or
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, yeah, that's what we're gonna do.
Okay, yeah,
We're gonna do mountain houses. We picked our favorites. We already have them sitting in my
With
hallway.
no tomatoes.
Yeah, no tomatoes.
No tomatoes.
They're sitting in our hall. The favorite flavors that we have. And,
Our hall.
Yeah, our hall.
Of HQ.
Yeah.
Off HQ's hallway. But yeah, I try to keep it simple just because if you're cooking raw materials, you need more pans.
Yeah, it's more shit you gotta carry.
It's more stuff you gotta carry, and really, if you bring mountain houses and a little, we don't have the what's that?
Jet boil.
Jet
I don't have a jet boil, but I think it's called a maple something.
Oh yeah, the
Chef
maple.
on.
Fire maple.
Fire maple.
Oh,
Fire
yes.
maple. I have a fire maple, which is very,
Same thing.
very similar.
Yeah.
Same thing.
So
I know
all of
Chef
that
Sean has it.
Yeah,
It works really well.
It's awesome. I love it.
Recommended. Yeah.
But yeah, you boil water really quick. You pour it in the bag, and you're
Done.
good. You can fit all of your marathon meals in a backpack. With your fire maple. So it's simple. It makes sense to me. It's just for one night. So I'm like,
Yeah, I'm not
it's
gonna
fine.
carry a whole kitchen setup just for that.
Yeah, I mean, you could, and I feel like some people do, and it's important to them, but that's not really what's important to me during the rally. So.
Yeah.
Makes sense. So, do you guys like have Gatorades, electrolytes, or just
Yes.
water?
Liquid IV.
Liquid IV. There you go.
It was actually really random that we both happened to like liquid IV. So
We found out a lot of people don't like it.
Really?
Well,
Yeah.
hydration is a personal preference. It's one of those things that, like, yes, okay, Gatorade. You would think Gatorade or other electrolyte, whatever, check, done. No, everyone has their personal. Like, if you are doing it regularly, and this is with me being like, doing a lot of field work out in the desert for my job, like that is just I had fallen in love with Liquid IV is the brand a couple years ago.
Yeah.
So then that was another one that was like, oh, I just feel like it was like written in the stars that my partner
My partner.
happened to also love Liquid IV, and that was like the one that worked for them. So
Okay.
Yeah.
that's the one that works for us.
Yeah.
Gatorade, Pedialyte, whatever. They're all different stuff. It's essentially dealing with the electrolytes, so different like salt and minerals.
Okay. Yeah, I could
So,
see them being different levels or whatever to.
Yeah.
You got to keep on top of that because you'd be surprised how quickly you can't navigate or do
Your
formulas.
brain.
Brain
Like,
fog.
it just
big
totally. I mean, I can't drive as efficiently as I could. Like, you gotta like stay on top of eating and hydrating, and I'm terrible at both. So during the rally, it's like a job. It's like, okay, I gotta feed myself. I gotta get my electrolytes. I gotta drink water. We have Camelbacks behind our
And you
seats.
have to take care
Oh,
of your
that's
battery.
smart. They
Yeah.
just have a little hose. That's a great idea.
It is. For the rally, it's great. Avis turned me on to that. She was like, "Hey, you gotta get your Camelback behind
Yeah.
your seat." And I was like, "Yeah, that sounds like a great idea."
Awesome pro tip for
Yes.
sure. Yeah.
And so we have our electrolytes in our in the cup holder, like in a water bottle.
Yeah.
And,
Do you guys like keep like a?
yeah,
Oh,
like
okay,
a
yeah.
like a Yeti or something insulated, preferably, so it doesn't get hot.
We do have like ice, so you can make like margaritas.
There's no ice.
No,
No
Oh.
ice. Although there are talks of putting cider in our fridge.
Oh, that'd be
Still-
pretty rad.
We are still looking for a fridge.
Oh,
Yes.
Either to borrow or for
What
a
size?
sponsorship.
20 to 30 would be
Ideal.
great. Yeah.
all right. Anybody got a 20 to 30 liter fridge in their garage sitting there?
Is it
Taking
quarts or liter?
Oh,
What's
yeah,
the
what is
metric
it?
versions? Liters, right? If we're going
Yeah, I
to do
don't know.
I
metric.
was talking about quarts, if we want to make it simple.
Okay.
Yeah. I knew what she meant.
Yeah, my bad.
I was just trying to
don't remember
complicate it
none of
with metric system.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. So if anybody's got a fridge laying around or they know a fridge company hookup,
yes.
let the
Well,
ladies know.
Dulcie has very generously said that we could borrow her fridge, but I'm just not going to be in Arizona anytime soon.
Oh,
Yeah.
So I do have a backup with Dulcie.
I don't know if
but-
she was one of the ladies from our group chat that was interested in coming to either the start or the end, but
Come to the
start.
end. I'll be there at the end.
Yes, that is family and friends finish line shenanigans. If anybody's interested, just message me. I'll tell you.
Yeah.
When they know where it is.
Well,
Yeah,
we know
if you were
generally it's going to be in
interested.
Joshua Tree.
Yeah.
So we don't have
Oh,
the
that's right.
we don't have the coordinates yet exactly, but if you were planning for that weekend, it's in the Joshua Tree area.
Yeah, it sounds like there's going to be a...
It's gonna be a rager.
Well, they have like the gala
Well, who
at the
knows?
end, right?
They
Yeah,
do.
there's the gala, but also, so the thing is like, we both live out here, or out there, where
yeah.
it's going to be ending.
We're kind of puzzled. Honestly.
Yeah, my...
You're like driving around looking for it. You're like, it's gotta be
But
out
I'm
here.
like, I have 10 acres that's maybe about a half an hour away
Oh, okay.
from where this is going to be. So we do have work that next week.
Oh, you're cutting it. No even time off after, yeah.
No.
I took off the Monday, but then the Tuesday I have like a whole like wilderness workshop that
Oh,
I
you
have to
can't.
be like a part of. So I'm like, okay. But it ends on Saturday. So anyways, if anyone is interested in coming out and hanging out,
We'll let it be
yeah,
known.
sounds
when
like
we-
there.
Ben will be out
100%.
there. Both of our husbands will be out there.
What day is the end of the rally?
It ends on a
Night.
Friday,
It ends
right?
on
Right.
a Friday. So the
Saturday is the gala.
Yep. Friday's the last
Official race day.
competition day. Friday,
Or
the
You call
18th.
it race, but it's not a race.
It's a rally.
I know.
I know. It's okay. It's okay.
So also real quick, the big, we'll at least clarify the big difference in between a rally race, or at least with this rally. Is,
Lawyers.
Yeah, basically.
I'll just
Yeah.
put it out there.
Yep. It's because we're not held to beating each other to the checkpoints, so there's no speed involved. It's point based, so it doesn't matter how quickly you get there. Yes, you need to move efficiently, but not quickly.
Oh, I had a.
It's not a closed course.
It's not a close.
No, but that's what makes it a rally, not a race.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. So
Liabilities
a
and-
race is going to be closed course for speed. This is not a closed course, and it's not for speed. It's for points. So this is an
There's style
endurance.
points.
Much bling.
So yeah, it's going to be endurance and precision. So how well can you do the things? How good is your time management? All that kind of stuff. Yeah.
I like it.
So, my buddy Robert mentioned that's who I went camping with a couple weekends ago.
Yeah. Waltzing Matilda.
Yeah. So he's a highway patrol out in Death Valley,
Okay.
and he said to make sure to let you ladies know if you're passing through Death Valley, make sure not to stop and talk to the CHP officer out there, because 5 years ago, he ran into a team out there doing the Rebel, and they stopped and chatted with him, and they came up in last place. Probably because he sat there and chatted with them forever.
Yeah.
Well, also, so that's one of the things.
So
is-
do not stop and top
You're
anybody
not allowed
running.
to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can talk to people, but you got to keep it brief.
Yeah.
Well, it even
Well, he might have been in a
reminds
patrol
me-
car, so he pulled him over or something. So they had to talk to him. So
yeah.
technically, but yeah, don't talk to him. He'll just chat your ear off, and you'll come in last place.
Like it kind of reminds me of the first time that I met Emily in person, which was at the Tread Lightly Girls and STEM trail run.
That's right. Yeah.
I'm just sorry, my allergies have been so bad. All of the fires, I feel like I've just maced.
Yeah,
little-
it messed me up,
little
too.
baby over
Yeah.
here. Anyway,
That and the Bam Bam.
yeah, and the bam, 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 bam. Yeah, so talking with Emily first time, whatever, yeah, we're talking about Joshua Tree. And she's like, yeah, it's like a dream of mine to have the rally kind of come through Joshua Tree. It took me years to be able to get established with Death Valley National Park.
Really?
And yeah, so Death Valley does also have a lot more like open trail systems. Joshua Tree, I won't get into the metrics of what we have, but that's where I work. I work at Joshua Tree National Park. So anyways, hearing when she found out that I work with Joshua Tree instead of Death Valley, she was like, "Oh."
I got it in.
And then, I did not jump on that train when I should have. But anyways, finding out that we're ending over there. But yeah, Death Valley, like the permitting issues, she had to go through a lot. to be able to have the rally come through there.
Wow.
So
I'm surprised because they do like a lot of like just like races, like foot races and all kinds of stuff in
Yeah.
Death Valley. I thought it would be a little bit more.
There's more of a
Commonplace.
footprint when you have vehicles involved.
it's
Yeah.
not just that, because even with the footprint of the vehicles, if you're bringing them along the established trails, like those are your
Taken away
along
from-
established roadways, but it's still like, okay, the issue of if you're going to be planning for this much traffic to be coming through this area. And if there's going to be any issues, and if someone breaks down, like, what are you going to do? And they do have a limit of, I think it's like 5.
That was a dog they made one.
Dog, okay.
Or my stomach. I'm hungry.
Yeah, that could be too.
Or bring us food.
Yeah.
I did put him on food watch. Anyways, coming through Death Valley, lost my brain track.
It's a lot of planning.
Yeah.
As far
Lots
as
of planning,
logistics of it,
Permits suck. Death Valley has a lot more open space, so that was like a way easier feat. So I don't know. Maybe Emily did figure out a way to bring it through the park that I work at, and there's a very, very good likelihood that we're going through there, and I have no idea.
Yeah.
So I will be stoked as much as we already know.
Yeah.
We already know the trails that we'd be on if we're going through the park, so I really kind of hope.
There's
That'd be
this one
cool.
very specific old miners road. Okay. just watch out. There's a little drop off on the side when you get out. Okay.
Wait.
Watch out.
I want to hear you. Are you talking about?
Oh, I'm
Joshua
talking
Tree
about the
specific?
podcast. Yeah, it's how I got the scar. It's
was
because
there for that.
yeah, she
It's
was
on-
driving my
where was
vehicle.
this?
It was near Joshua Tree.
It was on the BLM land. Anyways,
Yeah,
it was a joke.
it wasn't my park. I don't know
It
what
wasn't
you're
your
talking
park.
about.
No, it was my own fault.
Cheers to that, buddy.
Yeah.
I was driving his truck, but I did not make him get out of the vehicle.
That was on his own. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, oh yeah, I'll get out and spot you, and I
It's
just like
your fault
get out.
for not
and-
having like a full karaoke system to
Oh
keep
my
him in
gosh.
the vehicle.
I should have.
Oh, that would have kept him locked in.
Yeah.
I
You got to keep him
Passenger
locked in.
Princess
It's our
is DJ.
responsibility.
That is true.
The passenger
Again, it's my own
tire
fault.
was in the air, so I needed a spotter.
Yeah, you're driver anyway.
It's a good time for the passenger to get out when the passenger tire's in the air. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like,
Hop on
we might
out.
be going into a ditch.
Well, there's a lot of rain, as you know, over the past few seasons, and it washes out certain areas. So
That's true.
just
But
gotta
I'm
watch
still
out.
guessing this is on Old Dale somewhere.
This was me in Ben's truck trying to follow the Bronco.
But where?
What area we're in? We're off. Yeah, it was in the Old Dale.
Off Old Dale, yeah.
It wasn't off
Always.
Old Dale, but it was like at the more towards the highway, closer to the highway.
Yeah. Anyways,
It was fun times.
a little side story.
Yeah.
Side quest.
Yeah. I just want to give a quick shout out to the people viewing us
Oh,
on
people are actually viewing us.
YouTube. Yeah. Taco Trooper says, "Hey yo," with some emojis with cool sunglasses.
Of course.
Yeah.
So
What up, Rafa?
yeah, shout out to Rafa.
Check our Instagram stuff.
Yeah. So what else do you want to know about the rally?
I did have a question. Oh, you mentioned earlier. Okay, and you mentioned it, brought up a few times, like the point system. Like if you can be penalized points for fuel and stuff like that. Do you start off with like a certain amount of points?
0.
Oh, you start out with 0.
Yeah, so
And
so the point system in the rally is it's funny, it's kind of backwards from what you think. So the easiest checkpoints have the most points. So the green flags that are mandatory have the most points.
So they want you to stay on
They
track.
want you to stay on course. They don't want you to get off course. So at least if you're following the easiest checkpoints, you'll make it to base camp.
Okay.
And then the second hardest are the blues.
Are the harder checkpoints optional? Like you don't have
They
to hit
are.
those?
Yeah.
Side quest.
Yeah.
Side quest.
Yes.
Everything's optional.
The greens are not optional. The greens you have to get.
Write
Like
that
if-
down, Allison.
I guess.
So if you
Just like wow,
The big
So-
flag. We don't need that one.
fuzzy
We'll go with the
area.
blues, so they're more fun.
a little bit about the format
Black,
is you have
black X.
yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. you have like windows to hit the checkpoints.
Okay.
Time window.
Time windows, so you have a start time, and all of your checkpoints are based on your start time. So if you are hitting a checkpoint, it'll say open time 1 hour, close time 2 hours, and that means from your start time. So you have a window of time to get to the checkpoint.
Okay.
So you have to arrive at your checkpoint not before and not after. If you get to a green checkpoint and you don't make it on time, you have to go to the next checkpoint, the next green checkpoint.
Oh, for real?
So that skips, as you can imagine, a lot of optional checkpoints, blacks and blues. In that section. But that keeps everybody on time.
Yeah, forces everybody to
It
kind of...
forces everybody to keep on time. But yeah, the blues are a little bit harder. They'll have either a small like rebar in the ground that's blue, usually about like 3 feet high.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a little rebar in the ground that's blue. Or it'll be a blue flag that's a little bit shorter than the green flags. The green flags are probably like...
Stand out a little more.
Yeah, they're like the big ones you see at like off-road companies and stuff.
Gotcha.
And then the blue ones are a little bit smaller. But they're marked. And they are worth less points than the greens, but still more than the blacks. The blacks are not marked at all. They're marked with nothing.
Really?
It's a point on the earth. You have the latitude, longitude.
Oh.
You got to find the point, and you got to click without seeing anything besides what your mark
And
is.
they'll know just by your GPS location that you found it? Or...
So we have a tracker. Not only do we have a tracker that tracks our vehicle, it stays in the vehicle, we also have a handheld tracker. And that's how the scoring works. When you go to the checkpoints...
Dog's
I know the dog's
snoring down there.
Like, oh, this is so boring. Oh my god. Stop it. But you click your tracker.
Okay.
So when you want to score a point for a checkpoint, you have to signal your tracker, your handheld tracker. And that's how they progress. So every time you click, you get your coordinates, whether you're in the right spot or not. So so if you're clicking a green, odds are you're in the right spot. It's a green. If you're on a blue, there are multiple blues, and it could belong to a different team. So you got to make sure that you're at the correct blue.
Oh, so everybody gets like different checkpoints?
There are A and B groups, yes.
Oh.
So they'll divide you.
You can't just go be like, I see one over there.
Yeah,
Let's go grab that
you
one.
You can't follow people because they may have a different checkpoint guide than you do.
All right, smart.
Yeah, so the blues are easier than the blacks, obviously, because they're marked. But you got to be careful with those because they aren't the mandatory ones. They could belong to another team.
They could sidetrack you and get screwed.
Yeah, so you could be checking somebody else. Or they have false blues.
What?
They have
Yeah,
false blues out there.
Just to
So-
throw you off?
Just to throw you off. Just to make sure that you are paying attention to your heading and your distance. Because
That's what it's all about.
if you're
Because
paying
heading
attention...
and distance doesn't lie.
They don't lie. So...
Does it?
Do you get docked points then if you do click the wrong one or something like that?
So there is a geofence around the checkpoints. If you are in between two checkpoints and you're in neither of the geofields, think of it as like a target, right? Mm-hmm. Like there's the bullseye and then
Yeah, it
rings.
spreads out around, yeah.
So they have bullseyes around them, not the greens, mostly the blacks is what have the point system for the bullseyes. So if you try to signal a black and you're outside of that bullseye, you'll get a wide miss. That's 10 points. Minus 10 points. But you'll get your coordinates and you can try again to
Get closer.
get your so what you can do is you can earn points. You can't basically get rid of your negative 10, but you can earn
Make it up.
You can make it up because
extra credit.
you know your exact location when you click your tracker.
Yeah, it's like, oh, we're off by
So
this
you
many.
can- You can drive so many kilometers to get closer to your bullseye.
Or literally even walk it out at that point.
Yeah, if you're if you're close enough to walk, you probably aren't gonna wide miss usually.
True.
But if it was easier to walk, then you could do that. But yeah, it's definitely
All tools.
all the tools. You want to use all of the tools wisely. You don't want to go around clicking. Which you could, because if you're in between two checkpoints and you continually get lost, you could click and click and click and click.
Until you get.
But you only get
Back on
one
track.
wide miss for that.
Oh,
As
okay.
long as you're between the two same checkpoints. So if you are absolutely lost and you just can't figure it out and you have to keep clicking, it'll keep giving you coordinates, and you won't get more than just the -10. So.
Interesting.
It is a game.
Yeah,
that
trying
you
to keep
play.
track of it. Yeah.
So it is, and they give you a score sheet at the end of the day, so you can
You can track how you're doing.
Yeah, you can
progressively.
see where you clicked, what time it was, how many degrees you were off, latitude, longitude, all of that. So it's a learning. Every night you get your scores. It's like a learning process.
So you like debrief after the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little
Yeah.
after action report.
Kind of
And
have and it's frustrating because you do have to wait up a little bit for it because obviously it takes them some time to get that.
yeah, to compile
scoring.
all the information for you
Absolutely.
for each team.
Yeah,
You know,
so
yeah.
they got to get that together for 65 teams. That's not a small feat.
Yeah, it's a lot of
But
work.
you also, as a team, have to have your own findings together. So it's that every time we're clicking that tracker,
You're making note of it.
we're writing down.
I write it down.
What those numbers are. We're writing down what time we clicked it. We clicked it this one time. This is whatever. So then if it does come back, like, oh, you clicked multiple times, so we're gonna try and take more points. She can talk about that, or we can
Yeah, there's
readjust.
there's
make
an
sure that we're
inquiry
getting
process,
The amount
yeah.
of points that we're supposed to be getting.
Yeah, it's so you can check it against your scorecard. Basically, it's your own scorecard. I can't talk. Scorecard.
The Bam Bam's kicking in.
I guess so.
Well, that's what Norm says. More Bam Bam.
Yeah.
Norm says more Bam.
That's what he said.
The answer is always more Bam Bam.
More Bam Bam.
Do we want to try the? Do we want to continue our tasting?
Oh, there's other tastings.
Oh, here we go again.
Well, we thought it was only fair if we were going to bring you a vodka, we'd have to at least bring you one whiskey, right?
All right.
I mean, it's only fair.
That's only fair.
So do we want to go with a fruity moonshine,
Or-
or do we want to go with a more whiskey? Next.
I'm game for whatever.
I mean, whatever you want to
Whatever's.
try. I mean, I'm always good with just a
didn't even
whiskey.
finish
But
my
if
Bam
you got
Bam.
something special, I'm always interested.
It's caught in your hair. There you go. All right, everyone. We're taking a little
Little
tasting break.
Another tasting
taster break.
test here. Yeah. Let me make sure. I inch mine off here.
Okay, we're gonna do.
I think it's hilarious that you tried to do that. Kristen was trying to be all quiet about leaving, and then on the video she's like,
Oh yeah, because I didn't take the camera off of her. That's my fault.
But it's okay. It'll be edited out.
Yeah.
"Yeah,
We're not live.
we're not live or anything."
No.
So next up
Oh. Which one?
for the Junction 35. Yeah.
Got it right.
Junction 35 tasting train. We have the watermelon moonshine.
Watermelon moonshine. All right.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Yeah.
I had to get all the little drips out and put it in.
Yeah, you
there.
don't want to mix it, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely drink all of your Bam Bam. I still have some Bam Bam to drink.
I'm just gonna splash a little water in my glass.
I already drank all my water.
You want another water?
That's it. Yeah. Well, no, that's okay. You want to splash me real
Yeah,
quick? Do you
unless
mind?
you want another one.
You have another one over there?
Can you grab out of that refrigerator right there? Can you grab Ben a water if you don't mind?
Oh, thank you.
Which way is it open?
Oh, opens the other side.
There should be some waters in there.
They are.
You can take off your headphones. There you go.
Yeah, sorry. Making
got
you
it.
work for it.
I got it.
Thanks for doing me a favor.
At the brewery, when they do the tasting, they make sure to give you. You actually do your tasting instead of in shot glasses. Do you guys want to take a guess at what?
Mason jars?
No.
Oh.
Hold on, wait. Say this all over again. You said I didn't catch
wasn't
all of
listening.
it. Sorry. No, I was doing this water thing.
Yeah.
So when you are at Junction 35 distillery doing your tasting, instead of giving you a shot glass or something,
Or something.
well, the or something
Yeah.
is
Oh, an ice cube. Okay. I
it's
get
not
that.
necessarily like that cool. Anyway,
Oh, yeah.
a communion cup.
Really? That's just...
Like the
Yep.
body of Christ
Plastic
and then the
little
forgot
flare
about that.
top.
blood
yeah.
of Christ.
So they do.
Interesting.
They
Oh,
do,
like little.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were.
It's like a
doing
thin
the
bowl.
Symbol style, yeah.
Little tiny ones.
where the pastor wipes it and then gives it to the next person. No,
No, not like a goblet.
it's
Like
not a
the-
religious experience.
Like the self-serve.
Oh,
ones.
it is.
Little-
Depending on who your taster, it's a performance.
All
But
right.
we had quite some good.
I gotta try this tasting.
performances.
Just go there for the tastings, you know.
Well, the guy that did our tasting said that he basically just did it for fun. He had a day job and he does that at night for fun.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's
I
something
mean,
I
it would be
do.
fun. Oh, yeah.
I'd do it. Oh, you hear that?
Pour. I love it. Yeah. Thank you.
I'll take just one or two glugs.
Am I allowed to smell this one now?
Yeah,
It's watermelon.
Yeah,
She already
it's
gave
just,
it away.
It's just watermelon.
It's very pink. See, we can't.
Oh,
Perfect. That was 1, 2, 3. I
That
heard
was
3.
three
That's
glugs.
okay.
The color again. Why is the color important? I don't
I was
know.
just saying, it's like a pinkish color though for a whiskey. It's kind of.
Well, it's moonshine, isn't it?
And then this one is
Oh, that's right,
yeah,
moonshine.
it's moonshine. This one I will say is even more sippable than the Bam Bam. And I feel like would be great with just Sprite.
With Sprite.
Yeah, which honestly the Bam Bam would be really good with as well. And Crystal, we did not clean our glasses. They cleaned their glasses, so I'm sorry you're gonna have a fruity pebble
Yeah.
forward
Watermelon.
moonshine
How did you
experience.
guys clean your glasses?
With water. And we
Put a little
sloshed
splash
it.
They
of water in
drank
there and
it.
swirled it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're super.
They're-
We didn't
like
cleanse the
trying
palate,
over here.
though.
Yeah.
We don't have any cheese and... Well, that's not really cleansing the
Oh,
palate.
yeah, we
You know
did.
what I mean?
Coochie board.
Sure.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, we failed on that one.
Yeah, I should have put some.
What are you doing, Jared?
I got here late, man. I was busy today. I had to go to a funeral. I'm sorry. My bad.
I'm sorry.
That's why I'm dressed so snazzy for you ladies.
People
I
need to like, get the notice
dress up
to
for
just
y'all,
like
but-
stop fucking dying.
Special.
Yeah.
Can we just put out that as a general message? Just don't fucking die.
I know, right?
Yeah, stop
Come on
dying,
now.
people.
Not on Friday.
Please?
Yeah. All right, cheers, everyone. Yeah, okay. Smells like a Jolly Rancher.
Tastes
Oh
good,
yes,
Rancher.
yes.
Pretty
So that
good.
was the big thing. This one, when they did the tasting, they didn't have some grand thing on telling people this whole experience, like the Bam Bam of you being. It did not bring you back to childhood, but
Tastes like
Other
Jolly
than that-
Rancher.
Tastes like
More of my
watermelon.
teenage years were.
yeah, Jolly Rancher.
more of my vape years.
I think that it was around this time
It was fun.
that the talk of Four Locos started happening.
Oh wow.
Four Loco.
Four Locos came out.
So yeah, we don't need to Four Loco talk. I don't.
Did you guys ever try Sparks? growing up?
Oh, I did.
The energy drink beer.
I know what you're talking.
It's
We didn't
Yeah.
have those. No.
Spark was an
That was a thing.
experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't even want to tell stories about Sparks.
You probably don't.
we used to pound Sparks beers and then go into the hookah lounge.
Wow, dude.
You know, because hookah was cool.
Was it?
It was super cool, man.
I feel like being on a rooftop in Pigeon Forge made the watermelon moonshine sippable, and now sitting here in an actual house, I'm like, oh god, what did I
Not the
do?
same.
What was my life at that point? Like,
Oh, well, Pigeon Forge is kind of singular.
do you remember my description of it? I'm still actually very proud of my description of Pigeon
It was a
Forge.
good. I don't remember word for word.
Hillbilly Vegas.
Yep, basically.
Hillbilly Vegas.
Yeah.
It is like Tourist Trap after Tourist Trap. None of them are connected. So it's like a pay to play for each of these different things. You have 7 different like mini golf or go-kart racing or
Roller
like
coasters.
the mountain coaster.
Imagine
Yeah.
drinking a bunch of these things and then going on a roller coaster.
Basically, I think that's what you're.
We
expected
drank
to
this
do.
and then went on go-karts.
Really?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
did. We went actually with.
It was
You didn't have to do like a sobriety test before you got on the ride?
Oh, we weren't that. No.
No, the guy was like, y'all went and freaking tasted some moonshine before
Hop
this,
on
didn't
it.
you? And we're like, yeah. That's how that
They
went
sounded just like
down.
that.
Yeah, they did. Absolutely.
Really.
Well, like, oh, we need to share our new way to pronounce the steak sauce.
Wash your
one?
sister.
Wash your sister.
Wash your sister sauce. I like that one,
Wash your
actually.
sister.
I ordered a steak in Pigeon Forge, and he's like, "You want Worcestershire on it?" I was like, "Yo, what?"
You want me to wash my sister?
Wait, I don't have a sister.
I was like, "My sister's back in California. I don't know how this is."
Yeah.
Well, they talk about for the rally having a safe word.
Yes.
with your team.
I need help. Okay, if anybody's watching, we need a safe word.
Pickle.
Girl, no, I think we found it.
Is it Worcestershire?
Did it not make you laugh your ass?
That's gonna be tough, like in a time of like need. Hold on, it's worse. I need help.
Wash your sister.
Wash your sister.
Well, we are literally, this is when we're having the whole like brake line failure issue.
Give me Bam Bam.
Out on the dunes at 131 degrees. And we literally get to the point where we're like, well,
WTF?
wash your sister.
Wash your sister.
And we just started laughing because I was like trying to, we were trying to help.
That could be
each
on
other
one of
through
your
it.
shirts.
So,
The Desert Bells.
Wash
Wash your sister.
yeah, we'll wash your sister.
Wash your sister.
Their next fundraiser, they'll be, instead of a car wash, they'll be your
Yes.
sister. We'll wash your sister.
Wash your sister.
Car wash.
Wash your sister fundraiser.
There you go.
You heard it here first.
Yeah, buddy.
Wash your sister's car.
Desert Bell gonna wash your sister. Line on up. We got 10 acres. This is fine establishment out here in the Joshua Tree Lucerne open area.
Just keep going. Keep going. Just go.
Thank you for.
This is why I love you, Allison. I could never be bored during the rally with Allison.
Wash your sister.
Just hearing that in your radio the whole time. Where's your sister?
Left or right, I asked.
No, we don't have remember, we don't have comms, so she'll
Oh,
have to yell for me to hear this.
She'll just look over and see.
You have to just in the middle of the race at some point just yell that at her while you're driving.
Wash your sister.
Kristen. Wash your sister.
Are you okay?
I'm okay.
No more moonshine for you.
She hasn't been drinking at all,
Myself up.
hardly.
I know. I wish that I could actually say. We'll blame it on the allergies.
Allergies. Yeah.
Oh, man. Good
That
times.
was a good one, Allison.
Anyways, don't forget public service announcement. Wash your sister.
There you go.
Solid.
Well, do you have any other questions about the rebel?
Oh, man. Oh, I had
Yeah, I
something.
have not been checking.
I know. What's that?
Okay, less Bam Bam.
Less Bam Bam. Came to mind.
Wait, who said that?
Norm.
Oh.
He's like,
Because he said more Bam Bam, and he's like, okay, maybe less Bam Bam. Oh, man. Well, let's get to some plugs, man, because I know the Desert Bells have some. We have some, or I have some at least.
Okay, yeah, we might have a few plugs here and there. Yeah, you guys definitely do.
Definitely.
Some fun sponsors or help or
Absolutely.
We've had all the help. Obviously, Opt-Off Road.
Yeah.
For all your suspension and off-road needs.
Honestly, like,
Especially talk about Opt-Off Road for a second. It's your business. Talk about it.
Absolutely. So, my husband Jason runs Opt-Off Road. He's not just going to throw a suspension package at you. He is going to listen to what you need, and he is going to make a recommendation. And if it doesn't fit your budget, he will adjust that recommendation. We really feel passionate about what we do and really proud of what we do. We're not just trying to make money off of people. We're trying to help people have the best trail experience they can. Without breaking the bank, apparently. Hopefully. I
hard.
understand. Some of them are very expensive. If you want to go long travel, we will help you.
yeah, if you want to be like
Unless your
that.
name is Ben, they won't let you go long travel.
They know better, yeah.
Super proud of my husband and all that he does for all our customers. Shout out to all our customers, because honestly, if you have been a customer of Opt-Off Road, you have supported our team indirectly, but at the same time. Anyone that has purchased stickers, thank you. Thank you for those of you that have ordered a part on the hood and a spot on the hood, sticker.
Am I on the hood somewhere?
Yes, you're gonna be on the hood.
Yeah.
You guys?
Yes.
The Average Overlanders podcast.
Oh, we should have brought out our big sticker for him.
I
Our
want-
windshield.
Dude,
I thought
Sticker.
about it. If you guys have a couple extra grand laying around, we happen to
Yeah.
have enough space.
Yeah, I came up a little short on that one.
for that price.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
I don't know, that extra dollar that you could put down to be
I gotta
beat
beat Norm, yeah.
yeah.
Got one of them.
could.
Oh, yeah.
It brings you $1 closer to a very, very
You have a
large
lot of
spot on the
You
hood.
guys have had quite a few generous donations.
We
and
have.
Not,
So,
it's
yeah,
not
we-
just me.
it's
This
been
bunch.
amazing.
Do you have the hood sponsor?
I do.
The list?
Yeah, I have a
Oh,
list.
yeah.
I know
thought you
Norm's
guys-
on that
We
list.
would love to take a minute to, just thank everyone who's helped us as a team get to even where we're at now.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Whether it is a financial contribution or not, whether it's just messaging us and being like, hey, we think you guys are going to do awesome,
Yeah.
or
Yeah, moral
you guys
support.
look like you're having fun. Those things mean a lot to us as well.
Yeah, go follow him on an Instagram and give him that encouragement. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
we seriously love
Give them the
seeing it.
gas.
We are,
Yes.
we are.
Gas them up.
Yes.
We are super
Pump it up.
grassroots. We are desert rats. We're just out here doing the thing.
Yeah,
Um,
for sure. So, if we want to go over the hood sponsors,
yes,
Yeah.
real quick.
take it away,
So
Kristen.
the average Overlanders have a
Oh.
6-inch spot
Oh.
on
I mean-
the hood of our Rally Bronco. And I am super stoked about that.
I'm stoked. I was waiting for that. I was a little late on it, so I was laughing. I was like, come on, give it to him, give it to him.
Yeah. I'll send that reminder.
Not only will we be making a sticker to put on the hood to go with the hood sponsors, we're going to run your sticker
Oh,
on a spot on the Bronco somewhere.
very cool.
Appreciate that.
One of those.
Yay! Thank you.
Let's see. Another 6-inch spot is Norm and Laura.
Oh.
Thank you so much. That is going to be Land Beaver 1
Oh,
on
yeah.
our hood.
Unless Laura has something else to say
Objecting to
about it.
that.
She's the one who came up with the
Already
land beaver.
ordered it.
Yeah, it's actually,
She is.
yeah.
Yes, I have heard the story. I was here, heard it here first.
And let's see. Another 6-inch spot would be my mom and dad
Oh, rad.
and my grandma.
Hey.
So that would be Charlotte Glasgow is my grandma, and Charlie and Gail Glasgow is my mom and dad.
Awesome.
And then Allison's brother,
Oh yeah, that's right.
Andy Dunkel. We're
Yeah.
gonna put Superior Power Sports on the hood. That's his business.
Oh, okay.
What is
So-
that, real quick? What is Superior Power Sports?
So he does a lot of like ATV, UTV repairs. He just kind of created that. He's the one that has been wrenching around me my whole life.
He
Is it
local
in local or desert?
He is up toward. He's more Northern California.
Oh, okay.
He is based in. His shop is Jamestown, California, aka like close to Sonora, California.
Nice.
Anyways, if you're in Northern California, he is an option for you if you find yourself stranded in those areas. He can help you out.
It's good to know, actually.
All right.
That comes up.
So those are all our 6-inch sponsors, which was the $200 donation.
Yeah.
We also have the $100 donation, which is Jason's parents, John and Janelle Harbert.
Yay!
They're going to be on the hood as Saba and JoJo. That is their nickname for my kids. So they're
Which-
on the hood
Real
like
quick,
that.
all of the hood sponsors that come in, honestly,
Yeah.
like, yes, as much as it is for you guys to be able to have, like, your little thing on the hood, that is something that we're going to see all day, every day.
Yeah,
That's
that's right.
Doing it
really,
for
that's
us.
like for
Yes.
us. Honestly,
Yeah.
it really is. It's for us. Like,
Yeah.
all of those people that are going to be on there, we're thinking of you every single day. Not saying that we aren't thinking of everyone else every single day and we don't appreciate every single dollar, every single ounce of energy that comes in to help us feel supported for what we're doing. But y'all, no, the hood sponsors being able to see that every day.
Just in your face.
It helps us rally for the rally.
So fun. Yeah.
So, yeah.
So fun. And then we have Adam.
Get their adventure.
Get their adventures. But he requested. Oh my gosh. It's just my heart. My heart. So they are expecting.
Oh yeah.
And they requested that the Brown family is what's going to be on the hood.
It's because he's actually has his family now. He's like,
Yeah, not just him.
I'm
Yeah.
so excited. And he told me the name. Was it Nolan? I think it was Nolan.
No.
are you allowed to share this?
Yes,
Wait,
no
wait,
one.
Oh, hey, and Jared can't edit this out.
Anyways, yes, if we can't
Adam, congrats. I'm so excited
Yeah.
for
Yeah,
you.
buddy.
Super stoked. And then we have Greg, Overland P4X.
That's right, Greg. He's a listener. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Like every
Greg's the
single
man.
every single donation,
is.
it all adds up.
And your son, special shout out to him. Collect all of those rocks, show them
That's
all to
right.
me next time we
Yes.
go camping,
Oh, yeah.
and let's talk some geology.
Yes. And last but not certainly least is Sean. Chef Sean.
Oh,
Chef
Chef Sean has bought a 3-inch spot on the hood.
Heck
Awesome,
yeah.
dude.
He will be going on the hood as his Instagram handle, Fastlane.
Yeah.
He doesn't know, but if he does happen to be out in Johnson Valley when we're all out there the morning after the rally, we'll throw you some money if you want to make us all some breakfast burritos.
I know,
He's got to set up a pop-up shop.
Yeah.
And if possible, we are looking for a little chef's hat to put over his Instagram handle.
Yeah,
A sticker.
a
A
sticker
little chef's
and a
hat.
little chef's hat. If anyone has connections of chef's hat,
I might just go to Hobby Lobby or something.
Yeah, you can find one.
They
gotta
should have
make it
some.
happen.
Stick it
Yeah,
on there.
that's we have. He needs that little special flair.
Yeah.
That's awesome. What's going on? Do we lose power?
No. Yes, but no. Dog problems.
Just
Dog.
locally.
He wants to unplug the cameras, but
So
She's like, enough of this.
So
She's like, hurry up and finish it, guys.
I know. So those
Not you,
are
guys.
our
These guys.
hood sponsors of the various sizes so far.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Other than that, we do also have a few sponsors that have helped us just like get this far. Just like
Yeah.
good, solid team sponsors. Go back and forth on
Yeah.
them. Yeah.
So, obviously, I already shouted out Opt Off Road.
Yeah.
So for my second year, obviously this is Allison's first year, but for my second year, Rock Jock 4x4 has stepped up as a title sponsor. So that means not only did they give us parts for the Bronco, but they gave us money support.
Which is huge.
Yes,
That's awesome.
It's
Yeah.
huge.
it's easy
So-
for companies to give parts a lot of times.
It
Like,
is.
here's some free lights or
It's
something
a
like that.
lot
But to actually
easier.
cough up cash is
It is, yeah. So this was a big deal. They came through again this year, and super grateful to Rock Jock. Seriously, you need any suspension parts for your Jeep, for your Bronco.
Broncos. Yeah.
Yeah, they're.
You're wearing their shirt.
I am. This is
I actually like that shirt. It's like American flag, but it's got like their anti-rock
This
system.
is their Pigeon
the
Forge
whole-
shirt. Yep, and they
Oh,
have
nice.
their anti-rock system on here to make the flag. It's fun.
That's super.
That's pretty cool.
yeah.
All right. What else? What else? You got?
What else we got?
Other than that, we also want to give a huge shout out to Mr. Taylor Friel of Friel Good Performance.
Oh, yes, Mr. Taylor. Real good. He's on here.
Is he on?
Yeah, he has
Yeah,
been
he's
on.
been on here once, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Taylor.
Taylor.
Anyways, he does pretty much all of that general maintenance on good old Betty the Bronco.
Keeps her running.
He made sure everything was together. We had quite a long laundry list of favors to ask from him to
Yes.
make sure that things were together and
He
in
squeezed
working
them in.
order
Yep.
for the rally. So literally, squeezed it in between a bunch of different orders that he had on different projects. So we appreciate he's gotten most of the brunt of the work done before the rally. We'll probably have him give it a good once look over before we go into it.
Quick
But-
bolt
For sure.
check. Yeah.
Yeah.
He tightens all those bolts and paints them for me.
Yeah, literally,
Yep.
it's like it figures out what needs to be, like what the torque specs are for each of the bolts, and then paints a line on it, which is
Yeah, marks it for where.
amazing, so that we know if anything's out of spec, that it's
Yeah.
not going to be lined up with those marks.
Smart. Yeah.
He is
Little race prep.
extremely wonderfully meticulous about not just his fabrication work, but as far as for us to be able to check out in the field, there's a lot of work that's been put in by this specific individual.
That's
so.
pretty rad. Yeah, a little above and beyond on that one. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a great human being.
Yeah, he is.
Cool.
And then from last year, we're still carrying their winch. Warren Industries gave us a winch last
Oh,
year.
nice.
Still carrying that winch.
Hopefully you don't have to use it.
Yeah.
Hopefully not. I
Right?
did not need it last year, but let's not.
Yeah, you have it just in case.
Yeah.
Or if we
It's there.
do, that it's for maybe another team.
Yes.
Right? There you go.
Absolutely. Although there is a good standard rule during the Rebel Rally. If you are the one stuck, you are the one pulling your winch line.
Yes.
So
Use
that
your own gear.
Exactly.
Be ready. Be ready to accept the help.
We mentioned him earlier, but 92 Concepts, he took care of our wrap
Oh, that's
last
right.
year. Still running strong on the Bronco. Really impressed with the quality of the wrap that he has installed.
Yeah, it's nice looking too.
Yeah, if you follow...
Did he design it? Or
So I shot him the ideas.
okay,
He designed it.
rad.
So, we told him we wanted the Johnson Valley topo area. We wanted it to scream Joshua Tree, but slightly western, and that's what he threw up for us, and it was great.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Still love it. It's held up really well. If you read up on wraps in general, there's a lot of wrap companies out there that will just wrap your vehicle with whatever.
Yeah, not UV protected and all that kind of stuff.
Or like you take it off your vehicle and it ruins your paint.
Yeah.
Like stuff like that. If you go to Cole at 92 Concepts, he will take care of you and make sure it's a high quality.
Which also, if you're trying to find him on Instagram, it's written out, the words 92
yeah, not
concepts.
numerical, but
Yeah,
NIN.
Yeah,
92.
it's spelled out.
How do you spell that, Jared?
That's why I stopped at N.
I haven't really. You said that there's letters.
Yes,
New
there's
letters,
letters.
and stuff, not
So-
symbols and stuff.
So people should know how to spell 92. 92 Concepts.
I'm not gonna be able to find him.
And then we have BTF Fabrication. That's Brandon. And he is our sponsor for our upper and lower control arms in the front of the Bronco.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, they're pretty beefy. I've seen
They
them
are beefy.
Yeah.
They are not tubular. They are the
boxed. Right?
they're, yes, thank you. They are the boxed uppers and lowers. Very strong. I've been super happy with those. They've performed wonderfully. And then, Baja Designs.
Ooh,
Ayo.
Baja Designs has come through as a solid sponsor. They have given us the linkables up top.
ooh, nice.
We have ditch lights, and we have ambers, and we have a chase light from Baja Designs.
Jeez, all right.
They have loaded us up with lights. I am not afraid of the dark at all in the Bronco. It just lights up like it's daylight. Also, if you are interested in possibly maybe getting a raffled item from Baja Designs, keep following Team Desert Bells on Instagram. We should be having a raffle item shortly.
Oh, very cool.
From
We
Baja
might have
Designs.
something that might light your day up
It might light it up.
or your night.
Or
Oh.
So that's
Very cool.
Yeah, so that's Baja Design.
Gotta follow the Desert Bells on Instagram then.
Yeah, you gotta follow us. Get into that raffle.
Stay notified.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. We
Stay
also
informed.
yeah, stay informed. You can follow us. We have Fab 4s on the Bronco. It's all our armor. It's the bumper. It's the sliders. It's the rear bumper.
okay.
It's all the stuff that when we were even driving here today, that when people want to hit you, you're like, oh no, you
Go
don't.
for it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, like you don't want to do that. It's gonna hurt you more than it's gonna hurt.
Yeah. Always good to have protection.
It's a little Betty Flex.
Shout out to Fab 4s for keeping us armored up.
Hell yeah.
And Canati Tires.
Oh yeah.
We know
Yeah.
they're solid.
It is.
Those tires have gotten us through some stuff.
They're dry rotted. They have been through a rally. They've been on the car for like a year now, holding up strong.
They've been on a desert vehicle doing desert stuff
Yeah.
for over a year.
with no flats.
Solid.
Yeah, I have not touched my spare. It looks brand new.
Yeah.
But
so,
for the rally, we'll be having fresh Canati tires.
yep,
they
we
will look
still have
fresh.
our nice fresh set that we've gotten from them.
Freshies.
So, fresh.
Nice.
We're
So
excited
thank
for
you,
that.
Kanadi, for. All right, those are the mud hogs.
Okay, you're running the MTs on
Yeah, I
it.
was
Yeah,
gonna say.
they are the mud hogs that they're
Mud hog.
garbage. Yeah, mud hogs, nice and thick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Factory 55. They gave us a Bora bag kit. It has shackles, both the hard and the soft shackles, a kinetic rope, toe straps of different lengths, a tree strap, all the goodies.
Oh, so you got all your recovery gear then.
Have
Okay.
all the recovery
That
gear.
was one of my questions, but yeah. Okay.
Absolutely. Yeah, we also have traction boards that are from ARB
Okay.
on the
Nice.
car.
Which
And-
are nice and easy access.
They are. During the dunes training, one of the other teams got stuck, but their traction boards were very hard to get down. I just have the traction boards on the hitch mount for the hinge. It's an extra. We actually got that from Hammer Performance last year. Shout out to them. They gave us that hitch mount. And there is a place to mount traction boards and also a chase light. So that's all holding everything
All in one
together. Mm-hmm. And it just goes through some screws, and you put a little like nut and bolt on there, and you can get them off really quick.
Easy.
It's really easy. So we recovered a team at the dunes training last weekend pretty quickly because I had them so accessible.
nice.
So yeah, and then we have our newest sponsor, the AFE exhaust system.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
AFE power.
High clearance.
Yes.
Yeah.
High clearance. So it sounds good. It's high clearance.
Yeah, we'll have to go out there. I'm gonna hear you start
Hear
it
it. Hear it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's modest, but it's a nice rumble. It's not obnoxious, but
Yeah.
I won't disturb your neighbors.
The priority.
Bro, when I get my exhaust done, I'm gonna
Doing burnout to the driveway.
right on.
Yeah,
Nice.
Those are my shout outs.
That's some good shout outs.
Nice.
Thank you.
Got a good list going.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel very privileged for sure.
No, that's very cool. Got some
Absolutely.
good people backing you, which is
Yeah.
rad.
It's been great.
Well, we're excited to see the live streaming of the locations.
Yes.
So you can check that out at the rebelrally.com.
Yeah,
right?
is it going to be not televised, but they're going to be having daily updates that you can tune
literally
into?
follow them real time on the website.
Oh, they have a tracker.
Yeah.
Tracker. Yeah. It's I think it's called YB tracking. It's an app, so you download it to your phone. There's also the live shows on YouTube that
Okay.
the Rebel Rally does twice a day. Sometimes they do it 3 times a day. But if you follow our account, we will be posting all
Links
the
to it.
information. Yeah, so we'll post links. And hopefully, I'm not sure. I don't have this in concrete, but I think Jason's going to try to do live
Yeah.
updates.
From the field. Kinda.
Yeah, to see how we're doing. So that it's like more specific to me and Allison during the rally. If people are wondering how we are doing specifically.
Yeah, if you're Team Desert Bells, you want to keep.
If you want to see
Yeah.
what we've been up to, because Jason will be following us on the tracker and he understands the format of the Rebel Rally. So he'll be doing updates, trying to keep people posted on like, okay, this is what they did today. This is what they did wrong. This is what they did right. So
Well, it's also that we want that.
yeah, I want it.
So that's the thing. Yeah.
Please, Jason.
It's that it does happen to be, yes, our spouses that we're trying to have out there, but there's not much. So the rally does what they can.
Yeah, they got a lot
To try
going on.
and say, yeah, like, hey, here's live tracking. If you have a team in mind, you can whatever.
Do they have a gambling site so we can put bets on?
DraftKings.
Oh, yeah, maybe on DraftKings we could have a
It might be first time this year. But no, just having it be that we have like our own little our own little trackers that are following behind, being like, "Oh no, if they only would have done this, their whole day would have been so much better."
Yeah.
Like,
Monday
Exactly.
morning
as
quarterbacking,
frustrating as it is going to be going through that day, it's that we can look back and have it be like, "We're so close. Why didn't we do that?"
Yeah.
That's good for like you said, just looking back. See what
Yeah. So we're really looking forward to that. And then anyone that's interested in us, if you happen to be looking online and actually tracking us during the rally, why would you not want to have it be that you're having this extra little input? So we'll definitely make sure to be plugging in our stories. And we'll probably end up doing a post so that in case our stories aren't current as we're going through everything, people can figure out a way to contact them to see if they're going to be posting it.
Yeah, because you guys won't have phones, so you
we
guys
will
can't
have
do any
nothing.
posting.
Yeah, I'm
we
going to
will
give
have-
Jason access to our account while we're
Ooh,
gone.
that's kind of
Yeah.
sketchy.
All
Are you
the-
sure
all the
about that? You
DMs.
want to give him the passcode to the phone?
Be fine.
Ray might have it for mine, but I mean, I really can't expect. Hey, he might even do a better job than I do.
Right. Please take over my social media.
He
Yeah.
might actually respond better than I do to my own account. So
Right.
if you get a response during the rally from
It's
my
probably-
account, it's from my
probably
husband.
Ray, yeah.
So thank him because he'll probably do better than I can do on my day to day.
That's fun.
That's awesome. What do you got, Jared?
Yeah, what you got?
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness,
I want to give a shout out to what distillery was this? 35
Junction
35 distillery for
35 in Pigeon Forge,
in Pigeon Forge,
Tennessee.
Tennessee. Thank you, because it was delicious. Well, I want to thank you ladies for bringing it and
Yeah,
coming
thank
over.
you.
Obviously.
Fun.
We still have more, but we'll get to that.
Oh no,
But, yeah.
that's the After Hours podcast. Tune
That'll
in.
be the-
That's on Patreon. No,
Yes.
That's on Patreon.
I'm going home.
oh my god,
Do whatever you want.
I hope so. Are we? I don't know. I gotta talk to my driver.
You are stuck with me.
You're navigating
If
though.
I was gonna be, I'll navigate us.
She's got
to
GPS
the-
right now.
Can
Oh,
you navigate
cheating.
us to In and Out?
Dude, that's a good idea.
That's on the other side of the
actually.
freeway, right there.
Oh yes.
Right by Mason Jar. Yeah.
Right
We are in out in the after.
Sitting in and out parking lot, eating some double doubles.
Yeah,
baby.
I might
Yeah,
join
yeah.
you. All right.
What about you? Got anything to plug in, Ben?
No, I just want to say thanks, Norm, for joining us before the podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Hooking us up with a beverage.
Thank you,
Really
Norm.
Yes, thank
appreciate
you
it.
for the fine beverages.
That's right. And yeah, other than that, super stoked to see what you guys do this year. We're behind you.
We're excited.
Yeah, be fun.
Oh,
We're
one
gonna
more
do it.
last shout
Yeah.
out to a mystery sponsor that I
Ooh.
can't post about yet.
Ooh, yet?
Yet.
Will we get to know?
Yes, in about 1 to 2 weeks, I will
Oh.
be posting a significant change to the Broncos' appearance.
Ooh.
Stay tuned.
Oh, man.
Okay.
I don't want to wait.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you after the podcast. I'll tell
Anyways, if anyone has even a slight, oh my gosh, what are they talking about? You can follow us on Instagram at Team Desert Bells. Bells being BELLES. Anyways, that's how to follow us. We'll be posting plenty on how to track us during the rally.
Update.
We will have all sorts of fun updates in between.
You still have
now
more
and
training
month.
to go, right?
We still have
One more.
another full training session weekend coming up. The weekend that you guys are actually all going to be listening to this, we are going to be out in the Eastern Sierras doing the thing. Go ahead, follow along with us. We will post as much as we can on the fun stories. Other than that, if you've been following us, you know we're just gonna have fun, entertaining reels.
Oh, yeah.
For you guys to be watching because it's just us out there doing this stuff. So if you're all about women out there going and doing this stuff or just people doing this stuff, hey, we're here for you. And thank you for being here for us because that's what we're here for. So
Yeah.
thanks, y'all. Thank you.
All right.
Perfect. I think we could end it on that one.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah.
All right, guys.
All right, everybody.
Well,
Thank you for joining us. Thank you, ladies, for coming out.
Thanks for having
Thank you.
We had fun. Yay!
Y'all have a good night.
Good night.
We're gonna do some more samples.
All right. Thanks, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.
All right.
Da, 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 da.